This is culturally inappropriate.
Welcome. It's the 5th annual. I can't believe it's the 5th.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the 5th time we're doing it. It's the 5th annual Grey Area Awards. Second one with Neil, I believe.
The haters didn't think we'd make it past the first one, but they don't know.
Yeah, we're still here. If this is your first time listening, then just to kind of run through things. So we've got 7 categories to get through. Throughout the year, we keep tabs on, what's dropping. We have a little spreadsheet in the background, which I believe you may get a view of. I think we might be doing a video.
YouTube. Get on YouTube. We're there. We got shit going on, but yeah, enjoy watching this because you'll be live with us in the spreadsheet of dreams, as we call it.
Yeah. But before we get right into it, I'll run through the categories and we'll go through a couple other things before we get stuck in. But just so everybody knows, we've got 7 categories. We're going to start with a bang, as we always do, with Best Album. We're then going to dig into the production for a little bit and follow it up with Best Beat and then Best Producer. At the midway point, we've got Breakthrough Artist, which is a bit different to the usual Best New Artist that we would usually have in past years. But we've opened it up a little bit more because we're aware that there's some artists out there that might have been around a while, but have, for whatever reason, blown up or reinvented themselves or something like that. And no spoilers, but it has benefited the winner this year, so stay tuned for that one. And then in the second half, we've got Best Song, Best Feature, and then we end strong with Best Rapper. And towards the end, we'll talk about some of our highlights and moments of the year, as well as our Hall of Fame as well. But before we get stuck in, as usual, we've got our moment to just sort of respect those that have passed away throughout the year. A few names on this list. I think we'll start with a big one. I think the one that had the biggest impact on us, D'Angelo, rest in peace. That one still hasn't quite sunk in. But there's a few other names that I looked up, and no offense if I've missed anyone off, so don't get mad in the comments or anything like that, But we got DJ Unk, Irv Gotti, who I forgot about. I forgot that happened. Young Scooter, Young Noble from Outlaws. That's a real sad one. We got Peace, or P-E-A-C-E, from Freestyle Fellowship, Young Bleed, and then an upcoming artist that passed away recently called Poor Stacy. So rest in peace to all those people. Love to the families and friends and all that affected. But I'm going to stop talking.
Also, apparently Angie Stone died, which I didn't know.
Oh.
Yes, she did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know Angie Stone died, but yeah.
Okay. Rest in peace,
In a car
Angie
crash,
Stone.
I believe.
God,
Oh shit.
that's mad.
She's a big person in the scene. You know who Angie Stone is. So.
Like I say, I'm going to stop talking for a little bit, dig into my mince pie, and open up the usual question that we always cover during the awards. 2025, was it a good year for rap and hip hop?
Let me take over the helm here, Sean. First of all, I want to say this awards does not represent me at all. Like, there has been collusion, as I say every year. There has been.
Oh my goodness.
We are a team.
We're not doing this now, man.
There
What is
has
going
been
on,
a
man?
collusion. Some of this, you'll hear it when it happens, but some of this ain't me, and some of it's them. So. Just want to put that up there. But
Hey, we're sounding real talks. We're sounding like the bracket again. This is like the bracket 2.0.
Bro,
my
it's every
God,
year
what is
though. Listen back to it. Every year I go off like this because they have to know that this don't represent me. You know what I mean? Shout out Stove God. He's there listening in the background. He knows what time it is. But hey, listen. Okay, was this year a good year? Mate, I think this one was the best one ever. Like, in my lifetime, this has been the best year for hip-hop. Don't you agree?
That's a fact, I'm not gonna lie.
Sean's shaking his head.
I think it's up there. Yeah, I'm a bit shocked by Sean shaking his head because I'm not gonna lie. This year has been insane. The amount of drops that have coming out, I haven't even been able to keep up with some of it. It's been
albums.
mad.
Not even the amount of drops; it's the quality of the drops.
No, the quality's mad. The quality's mad. Yeah, quality.
But Sean shaking his head has got me worried. I'm talking about in our lifetime, there has not been a year like this for hip hop. There's been bigger mainstream moments for hip hop, but this is Neil's now shaking his head. You see this collusion going on? God,
You know what? I feel like hip hop. You know what it was doing 2015 to 2019? That was cool. Like, there was a lot of great music. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, they were peaking. A lot of good music was out at that point. Jay-Z was dropping. Do you know what I mean?
But what
then
I'm saying
COVID
is,
happened.
if you like rap, if you're nerdy about rap like we are, and if you're listening to this podcast, this year is the best year on record.
Because it's not mad mainstream anymore. It's like it's reminding you of those 90s. Do you know in the 90s, like top 10 albums they were crazy.
Yeah, and people are hungry
it's
now.
feeling like that.
People are hungry for the not for the like the crown. I think we've all agreed that the top 5, you know, whatever GOAT conversation is kind of a bit too messy. But people want to make a good rap album now. They don't want to make hit songs anymore.
Definitely.
But Neil, you were shaking your head. Go on, talk your talk, pop your shit, daddy.
No, I hear what you're saying. I just don't agree with the.
It's because Drake hasn't dropped, did it?
No. No, it's not. I really love this year. This year is like it's been a great year for me. I've really, really, really enjoyed it. I just don't think compared to like years before, as a consumer, there's been better years for me.
For albums or for songs?
I see you saying that's a different conversation, but
That's the conversation I'm having here. Is albums this year, projects and albums is crazy.
No, but even albums, I would say no. I wouldn't say it's better. No.
Can you point us to album era?
I was about to say, what year are we talking about?
We can look at Drake's run.
What one? The 2012 to 2016 one?
All the ones where you had a hit album.
Yeah, 2012 to 2016.
Yeah, because all those times
2011. Sorry.
We had at the same time we had Kendrick, we had Cole, we had Rocky. Depends on
years.
Yeah, but we had no like. There's a strong underground right now. Back then, I couldn't tell you what was going on in the underground.
No, it wasn't.
It was like you either made it or you were nobody. You get it?
So you're saying the gap between
the big guys and the regular guys. Even that's the wrong way to put it. The mainstream rappers that everybody knows and the average rapper, when I say average, you know, in the NBA there's hundreds of players, right? You got the star players, the Hall of Famers, whatever, and then you just got the rest of the team. The rest of the rap, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the NBA of rap, it's a mad time right now. Do you know what I mean? Everyone can dunk, everyone can shoot. People are putting up crazy points every game. You get what I mean? And when I say every game, I mean every project is like mad numbers.
Yeah, I think in that point, I get that. I think the ball is getting spread around a lot more. People get, like you said, getting more numbers on the board. I hear that, but I still wouldn't say it's a better, just because of some of the songs that came out all those years ago has just been crazy. Like,
okay, let me put it in perspective for the listener as well. Yeah, you know when Usain Bolt was in the Olympics, you knew he was going to break his own record every year. That's what this feels like right now. Because we know what we're watching. It's going to be, oh, he did it again. Do you know what I mean? But it's, oh, he did it again for every artist right now. Of like the self-improvement is crazy.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists have surprised me a lot. And they've had some, like you said, they had some really, really good albums. And it's been such a diversity as well.
There's no sound right now, is there?
No, there isn't actually.
There's lots of different sounds that have enough artists. If you're into that one, you could listen to lots of projects all day, every day. If you're into this one, you know what I mean? There's enough variety out there, I feel now.
Yeah, I think in hip-hop, I don't think there's a one kind of like just typical sound that's kind of dominating right now. I think you can release whatever you want to release, and if you got the right style, the right quality, then it will prevail regardless. But yeah, it's been really cool. It's been really, really cool.
Okay, and Sean's another naysayer here on this year. What are you talking about? It's not the same as the 80s, bro. Like we were even around.
We're not doing that, man. I think we got short memories. I think we got short memories.
Short memories,
honestly. I think we got short memories because first of all,
which year we're talking about?
Hang on. Because first of all, right, for me personally, every year that I've like been invested and loved hip hop, there's always great music if you look hard enough. Always. And I think that the underground has been like, I don't even know if that term is a thing anymore, but like alternative indie rap music has always been high level. So to me, it's another great year, but to call it one of the best is a bit strong for me, because first of all, if I'm thinking about this decade, 2020 to 2022 was crazy. There was so much.
You were very invested back then, and we weren't. That's the problem. I think this is the first year we've all been invested at the same level as you.
If we're talking just albums, 2020 to 2022, honestly, after this, go back through. I feel like we had this conversation in the group maybe early this year as well. There was so much coming out. And also, at the same time, I think that as much as we say, look, it's not great art. It's not about numbers and the commercial side of things, but equally, I think we underestimate when there is a strong year for mainstream hip hop. We all have an amazing time, and that's when rap music's at its healthiest. Is when all areas of the genre of the sound or whatever are thriving. And I think this year has been especially weak. Like, what is the hit song this year?
Well, we've got it here on the spreadsheet. Let's not do the spoilers.
No. But no, I'm talking hit. Like, I'm talking like what's the Not Like Us this year? What's the
there isn't one. Yeah,
no,
you're
exactly.
right.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and think about last year. I mean, I think that this year, in terms of like just bodies of work, is stronger than last year. But like that beef and what it culminated in, and getting an album like GNX2, which was a big a high level mainstream album as well. We haven't had that. Do you know what I mean? This year, we haven't had that.
We've
kind
had
of
none
moment.
of
And
that
think
this
about
year,
the last
actually.
one before that was 21, when you had the whole like Drake Kanye thing, and there was the Donda streams, and there was the, you know what I mean? There was, even though I'm not saying either of those albums are like the greatest of either of those artists and whatnot, but like that year, you had that
but when the
going on.
gods are warring, then everybody's watching. But right now, it's like the peaceful times. Like, okay, in Lord of the Rings, Sauron's whole situation. This is too nerdy for some people, but stick with me here. Sauron's whole situation had to start somewhere. There was a peaceful time before the big mad thing was happening. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And there's a time after that. And the time after that isn't all sunshines and rainbows and whatever. It's still a bit crazy. You know what I mean? There's still ripple effects. And I don't think any of those beefs were actually big enough to cause crazy ripple effects outside of the fact that it like for Kendrick versus Drake, it opened up the game for other people to be like, well, these two ain't the GOATs, it's me. You know what I mean? Like, and then all that madness popped off around it, but it never stuck. Do you know what I mean? It was like a momentary moment.
No, I think we're still feeling it this year. Mainstream, mainstream hip hop right now is the lowest it's been in a long time, and not even just on a quality front, on an actual like commerce thing. It is.
Have we got listener fatigue though? Is it listener fatigue? It's been what 15, 20 years hip hop's been at the top.
I think some of the sentiment that came out. I don't want to make this about the beef, but I think some of the sentiment that came out of that, and you think about a track like what was the one that Kendrick dropped like September time? Watch the Party Die. Whether you love or hate Kendrick or in between, it was kind of prophetic, talking about how things have kind of got a reset, and that's what we're seeing right now. Hip hop's not the dominant genre. The standard, the quality of music in the mainstream is not on, I wouldn't call it an all-time low, but the lowest it's been in a long time. And I think that yes, a lot of artists that are maybe in that middle tier, when they're thriving at the minute and they're finding new ways to reach, to go straight to the consumer and make their money and whatnot. But I just think that, like I say, just to kind of bring it back to the point, great year, don't get me wrong, but
it's not the best for you.
Not the best. No, not the best.
Well,
I've got a
it's the
question
best
for
with me.
Sean though. Like, why do you put so much weight on mainstream and commercial music, and like, especially considering the modern day representation of that? Like, of course, there's always been industry plants. There's always been like artists being pushed at us, but the way that streaming services have affected music, I feel like just because a track's got 1 billion streams doesn't mean it's good.
No,
Big
but
facts.
But
big facts. That's not what he's saying, but those are big facts.
But as long as you've known me, I've never ever had that opinion.
For it, because it feels like you're backing that though. I know
No,
you
it's
don't.
not.
but-
He's
no, you're
talking
not
about the
listening.
relevance.
You're
He's
not
talking about the
listening.
cultural relevance of what's happening.
Exactly,
If we
exactly.
all sit in one room and look at something and go, "Oh, that's fantastic," it's different to the whole world looking at something and going, "This is fantastic. This
Yeah,
is crazy."
that's
So that's what he's saying.
Think about like what was happening last year when that was all kicking off and the music that came from it. People were saying Drake was dropping some of the best raps he'd done in years.
100% he was.
Kendrick's
100% he was.
out. I know, like we've got mixed opinions on GNX, but as a other than like clips this year, maybe Tyler, there's not really been that kind of that level of mainstream project. But also, again, like I say, for me, a truly great year has to be hitting in all areas, whether it's the deepest of the underground up to the mainstream. Think about 2018, the whole Kanye versus and Pusha T versus Drake, and the albums that were coming out of that, and the hits that Drake was coming out with Scorpion. And you also got all the crazy like stuff that was going on, like things like Bandana. Not Bandana.
So
that was
you're
the
saying,
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The so-called top 10 rappers aren't really bringing that level. So it's like we're looking at the mainstream at this point.
So again, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying I'm disappointed this year. I'm not saying it's not a great year, because it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying that in response to this is like the best year, or even one of the best. I'm not so sure. And I definitely don't think it's the best year, but I think that I think that it's we're gonna dig into it very soon. There's a high quality of music, but
I like it
kind
because
of
this year
confidence.
surprised me though. Don't you find this one of the most surprising years ever? Because it's like you could just last year the best rappers, they're not on this list at all.
That's a good point,
Yeah, it's
It's a
true.
mad
It's a whole
flip.
new list. The roster's changed. You know what I mean? It's a new era right now. I feel that's what I think me and Kieran and Theo are seeing. It's a new era of new rappers that are taking over. Like next year's awards could be anybody's, or everybody who's dropped this year might not drop. And then what can we do? We can't give awards to people that haven't dropped in the year. It might be flipping back to what we know as normal. Cole will drop, Kendrick might drop, Drake might drop, and we're here talking about, is this, one of the cornerstone albums in hip hop? Like, is this a must listen, instant we just don't know.
Yeah,
We just don't know.
we'll have to wait and see. Innit? I think it will be enough. I mean, we're getting more into our most anticipated conversation here, but I think it will. Again, we're talking indie, alternative, underground stuff. I've no doubts that it will be another strong year. It's whether the other side of things will start to make a comeback. Again, like you say, we're anticipating Cole. Some of us are anticipating Drake. I don't have my hopes up for that one, but there's certain artists that we've not heard from this year that may come next year, and it will be a bigger year in that sense. But no, I don't want to get. I came in a little bit strong.
No, you came in with the right energy though, because at the end of the day, if me, Kieran, and Theo had our way, someone might sit there and be like, "No, you're wrong," and now we've got a voice to voice the fact that we could be. I don't feel we are, but we could be wrong.
Listen, it's all opinion, isn't it? It's all opinion. I just wanted to make sure that we remembered, like I say, 2020 to 2022. After this, go back, have a look through. It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, let's should we get it bracking?
Here we go. Okay. So the first category, best album. Are we all ready?
Yes,
Hang
sir.
on. Should I do the drum roll? The drum roll feels a bit cheesy. We never done the drum roll, so we won't do that.
Is it on the board?
It's like the no. This is like the stock one. So like, I'll give you how it sounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
But it hasn't got the ting.
Yeah.
That sounds. Fuck that. That's terrible.
Nah, we'll go
I
for
like
it.
half liked it. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
How about this? Hang on a sec.
Ooh.
That feels intense.
Yeah, that's it.
That feels mad intense.
That feels like X Factor.
Oh, yeah.
a trailer?
I ain't watched that. All right, go on.
Right, let's go. Okay.
No
So,
board.
Just very quickly before we go into it, this is a collective list. So we've each inputted our top fives in each category, and then the scores are sort of aggregated, and then we get these top fives here. So at number 5, we've got Larry June, 2 Chainz, and The Alchemist with Life is Beautiful. At number 4, we got Billy Woods with G-Dubs.
Say it.
I'm
Say it
saying it.
or remove
Yeah,
it.
well, it's- yeah.
Say
Keep
it.
calling it G-dubs. I've never.
Say it,
I
Sean.
don't like the word, man.
Listeners
Don't
don't
like
You
the word.
love that word. What are you talking about? It
When
was
you
your
say
number one
G-dubs,
album.
The listeners won't know which album that we're referring to.
Yeah,
It's
Billy
absolutely
Billy
full
Woods' latest album. There you go.
Called?
Oh my
What's it
goodness
called?
me,
Number
man.
3.
You can't
Clips.
vote. No, okay, this whole thing's gone left now. Take it off. Take it off. Nah, joking. It's called Gollywog, guys. The album's called Gollywog. Sean loves it because of the title. No, I'm joking. That's bad.
Hey.
Anyway, carry on.
Number 3, Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out. And then for the first time ever, we got a joint winner as best album. So we got Koji Radical with Don't Look Down and Little Simz, Lotus. Now, I just wanted to quickly ask, before we sort of cover everything, does anyone feel strongly that one of these should be number 1, or are we happy with a
Koji Radical. 100%.
Okay.
Little Simz' album has bad songs. Koji's album has no bad songs.
I wouldn't say bad songs. That is
That
a bit harsh.
there's
Britpop
one
song is
song.
terrible.
There's
It's
one
terrible.
song.
I'm sorry, it's harsh.
It's
I'm
one
with
song.
you with Koji. I'll vote strongly for Koji to be number 1, but I'm not going to say that Little Simz had a bad song on Lotus. I'm not going
I
that
will,
bad.
don't worry. And I've said it on wax. It's not a bad album, but that song made it drop way out of my list.
But also the song is not, it doesn't go well with the album, but it's not a terrible song. It just doesn't go with the album.
What's the category we're voting for here? Sorry, guys, just to check.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
No, you know what? I stand behind Little Simz as a thing, man. I think it deserves that spot.
Okay.
I think it
all
deserves
albums are allowed like one moment where you just skip. Like I know we say there's no skipping, but that doesn't deem it's a better album, really and truly.
Maybe I'm being harsh here, but because of how this year was, one bad song, it means you got bumped far down, and then if something else came in, I'd be like, does it have a bad song? No. And I think for me, Little Sims made it out of my top 10 list. I think
That's fair. But I think it just also kind of had made me feel.
yeah, you had a personal moment with this album, which is fine.
Yeah, and just hearing her talk about the album as well.
I see. Maybe I missed on that part. I should have watched more interviews around this.
Yeah, she really battled with this album.
Okay.
And she came from a place of not knowing what she would do, what she would create. She was very unsure of herself. She lacked confidence, so wasn't too sure of that direction. And she had the right people to kind of give her the space and freedom to kind of work and stuff. So it was quite nice to hear that her kind of talk about her struggles that she had with this. And to have those struggles and produce what you produced, that's like crazy.
Well, I mean,
Because
we all know what the struggles are, that she had with just around trying to maintain herself financially as an artist. I'm not saying what she lent to Inflow ruined her financially, but it was something that still affected her. I haven't got £1 million that I could just give away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. But I don't think she wasn't just. It wasn't all about just the money.
No,
do you know
but
what I
that's
mean?
what I'm like talking about a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very interesting hearing, and she, like her expressing herself in the way she did, and she said it's kind of like giving someone your journal, and it's not easy making those kind of tracks and making it of a quality that people really enjoy and resonate with. That's quite a hard thing to make a conscious something that people really enjoy. That's why, again, I don't want to shit on no one, but just comparison to Dave, Dave did a very introspective about album, but I feel like Lil Sims did something similar, but it was a quality that I enjoyed way more.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And there's probably a whole bunch of people looking at this just like, where's Dave's album? Where's Dave's album? Relax. It's not that one. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about what is that one this year, but there were so many moments in Dave's album that I think stuff from his album pops up later. I hope. I don't know entirely, but you're right, Neil, in saying that it's a personal album, and it's hard to make an album like that people can relate to and that is of a quality as well.
I like that we've got a draw this year for the top one because I think one, it reflects how strong a year the UK has had.
Oh, 100.
Yes.
Yes,
and I think you get different things with these projects. The other thing I was going to say actually is that if you'd asked me at the start of the year, would Koji Radical make a top 5 at the end of the year's awards list, I wouldn't have actually, no disrespect to Koji, but I just wouldn't have considered it. Do you know what I mean? Especially with names like Lil Sims and Billy Woods, people that we've covered quite extensively on the podcast before. So I love seeing Koji in there as an artist and getting his shine.
But can I highlight as well? This list is a grown man list. Everybody on this list is, well over 30, I think.
It shows that how that listening's matured.
Yeah.
No, not our listening. It's the quality work that these guys are putting out. I'm sure the young guys are still doing good stuff, but they're making good albums.
Yeah, but I think that's also reflective of just the way hip hop's been going since, especially since a 444. I think artists are definitely starting to age better. But if I had to pick between the two, I mean, looking at my personal list, I had Lotus higher. I think kind of similar to what Neil's saying. I feel like I think artistically, Sims really pushed herself with this one, and that comes through. And although the only track I can think of off the top of my head is that sort of Brit poppy type thing that she went for, the sort of, is it track 3?
Yeah, but the video for it was fantastic, which was a bit upsetting for me. So it's like that should have just been a bonus track in my eyes.
But I don't even think it's a bad song. I just think it doesn't. It's not my personal preference, but it's also I know Kieran, you gave us quite a good breakdown, but it just doesn't. It takes me out for a bit. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the rest of it is a more cohesive piece. Koji's, I'd probably say, is like a cleaner, more consistent body of work. In that, it's very cinematic and transitions well and all that. But I think Sims just pushed herself a little bit higher than he did. But it's marginal. It's not a big gap for me.
Yeah, you're right. So should we mention the honourable mentions and agree that we're just going to leave it tied for the best album?
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah, of
think
course.
so.
It shouldn't be picked between. Yeah.
You're right there, Theo.
Yeah, I'm good. What happened there?
I don't know. I just ask you. You went a bit weird for a second.
I think we should talk
my
about the
bad.
other three quickly though as well. I think
The other three?
What?
clips.
The
clips
honourable-
We've spoken about clips a lot. We had a
I know
whole
we have,
episode.
but I
didn't we?
think that you know, for a while, especially with the way they were promoting the album, they've been pushing the narrative of album of the year. I wanted to ask, do you think this is a fair placement for this album, or?
Yeah, I
It gives
I
it
do.
the
I
respect
think
it
so,
deserves. Yeah.
100%.
Where were they placed again? Sorry, I just can't.
Third.
Third.
Yeah, I give them. Yeah.
It could and should be album of the year because of the big deal around clips returning, etc., etc. But if we're going song for song or like quality for quality, I think we've done a fair assessment here. And to be fair, any of these top 5 could have been number 1. Is the way I view it.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Like anyone could put this at number 1, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
No, no.
So yeah, I think the only one it's not that I don't like it, it's just that I haven't listened to it fully. Is the Billy Woods one?
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's like high. When I say high level rap, I don't mean like you won't understand it, but it's like it's very. You have to analyze it a lot, and the bars aren't accessible. Most people
Not
wouldn't like
accessible.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the ones that I have heard, yeah, I think everyone's in good company here, and yeah, you can't go wrong with this. But yeah, so be it for me. Yeah, not so be it. Is it God will sort them out, or Lord will
Let
sort them
God
out?
sort them
Let go.
Let God
yeah.
sort them out. Yeah, freaking phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
That's probably the album I've listened to the most out of all these on here, to be honest.
I think so.
I feel like I've heard the songs more than I've heard the album because for me there were some songs that I didn't particularly like.
Right.
Like Birds Don't Sing. Wasn't really feeling that.
Really?
There's another
See, I
song.
like Birds Don't Sing.
I think it's a
really
good song.
enjoyed
I
this
just
song.
don't like
Yeah.
it. It felt a bit old to me.
Fair
It
enough.
felt a bit like what's that guy called? Rick Ross. You know when MMG had those big moments on the albums, like the big intro track with all the pianos and the choirs, and it just felt like that.
Yeah,
Felt
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
old. But the album is fantastic. There's so many songs on there that I love and features as well. So yeah, you're not wrong in
I
saying
think
that.
some people would say that's one of the songs of the year, to be honest. But I hear your perspective as well because it doesn't completely connect with me.
Well, I mean, Sean and Neil since have been to the concert, and what was the song that everyone loved off the album? Surely it was Ace Trumpets, and what's the other one?
You know what? There was at least 3. I don't know about Sean, but from the album, there was 3 songs, maybe 4 songs that everyone got gassed on.
Tell us.
So Be It,
Yeah, of course.
Ace Trumpets,
Yeah,
Fico,
Yes.
and Mike Tyson Blow to the Face.
Yes.
Oh,
is
yeah,
that
Mike
song
Tyson
called
Blow to
Mike
the Face.
Tyson Blow to the Face?
Yeah, it is. That's what it's
Oh,
called.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those 4 went
Yeah, the visuals
off.
for that were crazy as well. Crazy.
Okay. Yeah, so
Absolutely
and as
insane.
well, the listeners might think we're sat at home listening to this music and let's talk about the music. No, we go to the shows, motherfucker, and we see what's going on in the streets. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers think, they just sit at home listen to music like nerds. No, if you come to the UK, bro, we're coming to see you. We're coming to see what you're doing. So yeah, shout out to Clips. They had an amazing tour from what I saw. You know,
Yeah, phenomenal.
so fantastic stuff.
I was actually going to see Billy Woods as well. I booked the
So
ticket,
was I.
but-
Yeah,
So
you
was
even
I,
asked me to go with you, didn't you,
Bro,
Kieran?
Yeah.
something in my gut wasn't feeling right that day. I was just like, nah, it's not
Well,
today.
I was gonna go, but I was busy that day. I think so.
Yeah, I was shook myself, and I ain't even heard that album. I was like, I didn't want to go.
He's like, "What am I walking into here?"
Yeah, I was like, nah, man. I'm
Fair
alright.
enough.
I'm gonna be safe at home.
Well, Billy Woods has dropped a great album though.
He
It's
has
very
dropped a great
dark.
album.
It's like a
Yeah.
horror film, but as an album. So if you're into that
Man,
kind of stuff,
the
give it a
album
listen.
cover gives you that horror film straight from the get go, man. Honestly.
You see what I'm saying? Every time you guys talk about it, all you guys say is horror.
No,
Why
but
am I going to a show?
It's horror, man.
It's scary as fuck, man.
Why am I going to a scary show? I'm okay.
He did He did something brave though, to be honest, because like there's moments in life where it does actually feel like you're in a horror film or something. So like he
Not in my
confronted
life.
that.
My life is a rom-com. What are you talking about?
So
My
we've
life is
all had those
happy-go-lucky.
moments,
No,
man.
you make a good point though, because there's a couple of songs on there like is it Black Christmas with Bruiser Wolf?
Yeah,
Bruiser!
come on.
That
Crazy
verse
track.
as well, like you realise, I mean not realise, it reminds you that some people they are living a horror life. They are living like in a horror film with what they're going through. And I think that's that's the crazy thing about the album is like
I love Sean's favorite bar from this though. It's like if these walls could talk, maybe they wouldn't. You get what I mean? Like, that's a
good
mad bar.
That is a good bar.
He's got a lot
it's
of
a
those,
great bar.
But
I love that bar.
yeah, he the way that when you think horror, like you think monsters and this and that, like, but this is like talking about real life experiences and framing it in that way, and it's incredible, man. And then you've got like the Doom references throughout and the different horror films and the whole like the theme of the doll, and there's so much to unpack with it. It's
But yeah,
it's an
Billy,
Making
incredible
me
album.
feel scared.
Trust me, but Billy, man, get in with us. I know you're listening. Get on the fucking podcast. Talk, explain what you do to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we would love to know because we make our assumptions, but we need to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I wanted to quickly ask before we maybe just like breeze through the honourable mentions.
Wait, we didn't even talk about Larry June yet. What
That's
the
what
hell?
I'm asking. That's what I'm about to ask.
Okay.
I'm just going to be upfront. Personally, I don't see this as on the level of the 4 albums before. So I'd love to know like why, like what everyone's feeling with this
Because you
album.
ain't living it.
You weren't
Sean.
in that moment.
You ain't
All of us-
living it,
all
bro.
of us felt
It's
it,
a moment,
except
boy.
I am
It's
living half of this
luxurious
album.
music, man.
Water from a
Flipping
private
hell.
spring. Hey. Good job, Larry.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, bro. This feels good. You don't want to win.
It does feel good, man.
It's a
right
vibe.
from the get go, from the
Listening to this
start. Yeah, but from the start
you
of
go
the
sit on
album.
the beach or on a yacht, bro. This is
It's
it.
a vibe. I can't lie, it's a vibe.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad album. I'm not saying it's not a feel good album or anything like that. There's personal.
Nah, bro. Honestly, I understand what you're saying, yeah. But what I'm trying to explain to you here is, yeah, this is the album of the year for me because it feels like how this year felt for me mostly. You know.
Yeah,
rate
I
it,
want
man.
to
It's
know
so
what
personal.
private springs you're drinking from. I was about to give away where you're from.
I'm drinking from the private spring in Bulgaria. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking that mountain water. You know what I mean? Straight.
Yeah.
You don't even know about what they got going on there. They got fucking spring water coming out. Bro.
No, listen. I know that when it came out, I'm not going to go into the personal stuff. You all know why I was not really like checking music and really feeling this kind of vibe at that time. But even so, even when I've gone back to it since, I like it. I love the title track. That beat is incredible as well. But I just don't put it on the same level as the 4 above.
That's fair because 2 Chainz isn't a great rapper. Let's be honest, and Larry June is not the most lyrical rapper going. But it's how can I put it?
Yeah, but 2
It's
Chainz is
accessible.
rapping his ass off on this. That I'm not.
Yeah, well, I didn't know 2 Chainz could rap like this.
Honestly,
This is probably why
he's
it shocked
rapping
me.
his ass off on this. We may say he's not a good rapper, but bloody hell on this
I'm not
one,
saying he's a bad
Jesus.
rapper. Yeah, he's
he
been
was
hard from the
spitting.
beginning. But this
he
is his element, this
spitting.
luxury rap. I would have loved to have heard, the other luxury rappers we know on this, a Rick Ross and whatever else. But,
Oh
good on
God,
this
and Rick Ross would have just like sent this out of the park. I'm not even gonna lie.
But just them
Could you
two?
imagine him on this, yo?
Duo albums have been some of our favorite things, and this is a very unlikely pair. I would never have had Larry June going with 2 Chainz doing an album with Alchemist. It's proving what we were saying about that underground kind of. Well, it's not saying in the underground, but you know what I mean, the lesser known names linking up together and doing amazing stuff. Like there's people that I didn't even know listen to rap music that love the Life Is Beautiful track.
Man, for sure.
Just
2
'cause of the hook.
Chainz is a mainstream rapper as well, I would say.
He
So
was
it's quite shocking.
He was a mainstream rapper.
Yeah, he's not quite got the same popularity
That's
now.
true, that's
but
true.
no disrespect to him, but yeah. But it actually makes sense for an artist like him to move this way and work with like a Larry June or an Alchemist. I think, and that's what we're seeing with Big Sean. I mean, I wonder whether we'll get the Alchemist project next year.
I want to say this though:
Hmm.
2 Chainz is one of the few rappers that has turned his rap money into real life wealth. Like he's a big deal in Atlanta, big business owner. He owns strip clubs, restaurants, all kind of stuff, and he's turned the lots of money he made with Kanye, whatever the hell else, into like real life, probably generational wealth. And that's what Larry June has always been about. Larry June is like a businessman, Jay-Z type rapper where he gets his money, he invests it. And if you listen to what he's talking about in this album, he's giving you business advice. So if you're broke right now, listen to some Larry June, you're going to figure it out, bro. Because Larry June gives you the blueprint. You get the reference there with the, come on now, keep up with me. Get in with me.
So just to quickly recap, Larry June, 2 Chainz, The Alchemist, Life Is Beautiful at number 5, Billy Woods, number 4, Clips, number 3, Koji Radical and Lil Sims joint top with Lotus and Don't Look Down. just a quick brief of the honourable mentions as well. We got Arm & Hammer and the Alchemist, Mercy. We got Black Soprano Family and Ill Tone Beats, The Outcome. We got Boldy James and Nicholas Craven, Criminally Attached. Wretch 3-2, Home. Dave, the boy who played the harp. Rock Marciano and DJ Premier, The Coldest Profession. Saba and No ID for the private collection of Saba and No ID. And then Bruiser Wolf and Harry Ford, Made by Dope. That's the
Can we just highlight though, yeah? All these honourable mentions are must listen to projects.
No, definitely.
When I say must listen
100%.
to, if you're on YouTube, look at the screen, go save these albums if you haven't listened to them. They are fantastic. I'm not even going to try pull out my favourites that I put in there. Just listen to them all. There's some amazing albums that come out this year, and we've listed what we think, is that 10 now? Or there's about 13 albums there. Listen to those.
Yeah. I just clocked as well, is that as soon as we have visuals, probably people might be thinking, what the hell are the numbers? So the numbers, you got the collective score, and then in brackets, it's how many people had said selection in their top 5. So it's out of a possible 25, there's 5 of us. Hopefully that makes sense, just in case people are wondering what those numbers are. Should we move on to best beat?
Oh shit, I'm dying.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay. Best beat. Wow. Where am I? Okay. Number 5. We got Mick Jenkins and Emil. Words I Should Have Said, and that's produced by
Serious
Emil,
beat.
Beat Butcher, and I don't know if that's Tave or Tave or Tave, but shout out to them. Number 4, we got Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist with 1995, produced by the Alchemist. Number 3, Nicholas Craven and Boldy James, The Whole Shebang, produced by Nick Craven. Number 2, Hit Boy and the Alchemist, Business Merger, produced by Hit Boy and the Alchemist. And number 1, Clips, So Be It, produced by Pharrell Williams. I'll be honest, I was quite surprised when I saw how close it was. As you can see on the screen, number 2 got 11 as a score, and number 1, So Be It, got 12. So it's really tight up there. But I know a couple of you, I think Theo and Kieran especially, love that Business Merger beat. So maybe you can talk a bit.
That beat is incredible. I wanted it to be number 1, man. That beat is insane. I'm sorry, it's so good. So yes, over So Be It. Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm
like
saying
what
Business
Neil
Merger
says,
over that.
when something makes you want to rap, like
Exactly.
That's what it makes it happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like, if I'm to put those 2 beats on, what is it? Business Merger just brings out that inner beast in me that I just want to just absolutely go mental on the beat. I'm not saying So Be It doesn't, but if I had to pick, like, I'm going into rap mode, what am I going to freestyle over? It's going to be Business Merger. I'm sorry, it does something to me, that beat. It's
What
just
is it?
insane.
What is it about it then for you two then? What is it specifically that's drawing that response?
Well, just the way how it drops, the way how it builds and loads up. So that middle section where he takes does he take the drum out? Do he take the where I can't remember what he does, but it builds up and then it just comes back in again, and you're like, this is just insane. Just the way he's made up that beat. It's nothing too technical, nothing too fancy, but sometimes you don't need that in a beat. Sometimes beats can be, there's too much going on, and that's what you can lose it, because there's another beat on there which is what is it, Mick Jenkins one, Words I Should Have Said. That is another fantastic beat where I'm like, you don't need to be doing too much. It's just simple simplify
loop.
it. Just simplify it, just a simple loop, but it gets you going. It just does something to you. And I'm probably not giving you the answer, but I always think that when you talk about beats, it's about feeling. So really, my answer is probably not going to give you what you probably want to hear. Just the feeling of Business Merger just gives me that emotion of what makes me want to rap, and I just think it's phenomenal. But there's nothing wrong with So Be It. So Be It's fantastic. Just I prefer Business Merger.
I think this list as well, though, it shows like different types of production. It's not all just boom bap beats.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
do you know what
I
I
was
mean?
just gonna
Like-
say, I like that Just Blaze feel that this
Yes.
Hit Boy track has.
Yeah.
It's the whole.
Yes.
It's giving You Don't Know Jay-Z
Yes,
kind of feeling.
yes.
Just like thank you for making me feel that way again.
Yes, Kieran, you're speaking to my soul right now. That is literally how I felt when I heard the beat. Honestly, everything you're saying just there. I felt like I had the spirit of Jay-Z. Like when that beat came in, I was like, nah. Like my head was moving. I was like, okay. I was like, this is like Just Blaze shit right now. So yeah, Kieran,
I
you just
understand that.
nail on
Yeah.
the head, man.
But what interests me with this one as well, and often with their beats, is they both get the producer credits. But when I hear it, I hear Hit Boy. I wonder what
100%, yeah.
Alchemist's input was for this particular
You know, he was there. Do you know what I mean? So that we can't. No. I mean, as in, like, you can't say like it's tangibly like what did he do, but they were there. They were doing this together, which must be a really weird situation where both of you are like GOAT level producers. One of you doesn't just sit and cook up. The other one might sit, let you do a thing, but all right, let me hop on the drums. You know, like it would be a crazy kind of moment. It would be like what I imagine if, you know, Cole and Kendrick were in the studio, because they, not Cole and Kendrick, shit. I mean, Cole and Kanye were in the studio. They can both produce, they can both rap, and they both like to help other people do it. What does that product look like? Well, we've got an example here with Hit Boy and Alchemist. I think Alchemist must be doing like finer tweaks in the beats that we don't hear him in, you know, layering up the drums or picking out the drum sounds, because Hit Boy has his weak spots, but so does Alchemist. And this beat proves that when you bring two people
maybe that's why
together,
this beat is so hard.
they cover each other's weak spots.
Yeah, that's a
best
good
of
point.
both worlds, plugging the gaps.
Yeah.
Because Alchemist is always going to go crazy with the drums. Whether or not you care for the drum pattern, the drum sounds are always amazing.
Yeah. I felt 100%. It gave me that. It just gave me that kind of. What was it? What era of Jay-Z was this when he was doing these kind of beats?
Mafiosa. Sean calls it the Mafiosa era.
Yeah. And
Wait,
like
what
the
we talk,
rap in
wait,
it.
what are we
Talk
talking
about Jigger and like the era where he had.
It's that era.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that
Like
time.
early 2000s.
Yeah,
we're talking like when Kanye and Just Blaze were on the come up, right?
Just Blaze.
It was either
Yes.
like that sort of chipmunk soul from Kanye. It was the horns and the big production from Just Blaze.
Yeah.
So probably like just after that kind of mid to late 90s mafioso stuff, like Blueprint era and Dynasty and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But So Be It just picked it, like just.
I see why it's number one as well. We were all shocked when that one dropped.
I think do you know what it is? That beat it had that. It felt like clips. It felt like that sort of early to mid 2000 clips. But then there was something fresh to it as well. And then that sample, I can't remember what that sample is, but I don't even know what it is. But it's just it reminded me of when when Tribe came out like 10 years ago, and so I think it might have been Nori on the Drink Champs podcast called it 1990 Now. Like that's what he said it sounded like. This is
That's
like
a good
I don't know
phrase.
how you would word it for this, but it was like that. It's like I can really hear that era, and we're getting that prime clips, but it's so fresh and it's so infectious as well. That beat is just a bit like you, Theo. I'm struggling to come up with the actual,
Exactly. You struggle. Yeah,
the
I know what
words
you mean.
to describe it, but yeah, someone tag in.
What
It's
about
a
So
shame
Be
it
It?
didn't go bigger though. This track, because I feel
It
like
doesn't
even
need to
just-
go bigger. I think when I was desperate for the new
Yeah.
sound, like I've been saying for ages, this is that new sound. It's not the one that you should copy and steal, but it's part of the new sound. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean though? Like that "So Be It" phrase as well. Like, this is one of the best
So Be
songs
It
of the year,
phrases.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
but if
I
you're
love it.
tapped in,
Classic.
you would know that phrase anyways, because it's this is probably, we need to make a new category next year, phrase of the year. I know we've got moment of the year, but phrase of the year, there has been one for every year so far, and So Be It is definitely
true.
one that you can
100%.
use it so many different ways, in a positive way, in a negative way, in a dismissive way. Just so be it, so be it. You just, you know what I mean? You're stoic with it.
Yeah, incredible, man. It's that drum pattern as well. I mean, maybe I've been sleeping. When it was Neptune's, who was doing the drums? Was it Hugh?
Wasn't that
Chad.
Chad? That was
It's
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
bit
so
of a
I've
weird
never-
one, yeah.
When I think like producers for their drums, I think Dilla, I think Timbo. I think, do you know what I mean? I think of certain. I don't often think about Pharrell and
But
drums.
Pharrell plays drums
And
though. He's a
this.
multi-instrumentalist,
I'm sure,
so he
yeah,
can do it.
yeah. But
There's
it's just,
videos of him playing drums.
I never like make that association when I think of the Pharrell beats. I think more about like the chord progressions, or do you know what I mean? Things like
Yeah,
that.
but any church musician can play, amazingly on any instrument. So drum patterns to Pharrell. I'm not sure if he's actually a good like finger drummer. Maybe he has to sequence it out, but he knows a good drum pattern. He's been around, amazing drum producers. When I say drum producers, you know what I mean. The ones that can really like get that drum beat moving.
But let's talk about the other three as well. So we got. I know Sam, you love this one, the whole shebang.
It you're gonna get me fucking mad in here, bro. That beat is crazy. That beat is crazy. Are you stupid? Are you fucking dumb? If you don't like that beat, I'm gonna come and slap you. What the hell?
Damn, man. I didn't expect that reaction.
No,
Damn,
joking.
damn.
You gotta hype it up. But honestly, this beat's crazy. It's doing one of my favorite things where it has a sample that the rapper is playing off of. You know, they're using it in the lyrics. They're using it for the punchlines. They're doing this. They're doing that. And if I'm honest, it's just a very good boom bap beat. Like, we've loved Nicholas Craven over the years, but this is one of Nicholas Craven's, I think, one of his best. Just because he's not doing too much, and the layering of the sample, it took Boldy to a great place. And Boldy's been having a crazy year this year, dropping a lot, but this is the best from all those drops in my eyes.
It's not just looping the sample. I think some of them he just lets it run.
Yeah.
He finds different ways to manipulate it, which I liked as well, and layer it. Like you said.
Yeah. This is one of those beats as well, to quote what Neil was saying, or what Kieran said that Neil says, any beat that makes you want to rap is a good beat. And this beat is honestly fantastic. It hits hard. And I don't know what it is about this song, but it just feels like the perfect length before you get bored of it and before you kind of go, oh, this is getting annoying. It's just it's a very tight song, and the beat carries that one through.
But I don't know if you were saying this, Kieran, but there's enough going on in the background as well, and there's enough progression to kind of sustain it for that length. Nick Craven's a really good producer, man. Like, really good.
Very good. Very good.
He's an Alchemist baby for sure, but he is, every year I'm like, this guy is, he's not even on the come up. He's established, but he is really, really good. And he's worked with Boldy a few times now as well. I'm a big fan, big fan. We've got Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist with 1995 on there
Jesus.
as well.
Oh, that piece serious, bro.
Alchemist is on here 3 times. I just realised.
That piece serious.
Yeah, The Alchemist, that gives you a spoiler for what's coming up next. But honestly, I'm surprised Freddie Gibbs' project didn't make it to Album of the Year, because that's a crazy project. But this song, amazing.
Yeah, that song's insane. Well, this song came up number 1 on my Spotify. I think I played it like 108 times because this beat is just insane. The beat's insane. The beat is insane. I'm sorry. I remember when I heard it for the first time, I was like, "What the hell is this, man?" And I listened to it late night as well. I was looking up out in the sky, looking at the stars, and it just took me on a journey, man. This beat's insane.
This
Absolutely
beat could be
insane.
number 1, because it's
easily.
The progression. You want to talk about progression in beats? This beat
insane.
has progression.
When that electric guitar comes in, and
guitar's
it just the
phenomenal.
sample sounds so clean.
It takes you to another
Exactly.
place.
Yeah.
The way that guitar comes in, starts loading up, and fucking Freddie keeps going. I'm like, oh my god.
No, there's. I mean, to talk about the album, I think that no disrespect, I do think that. I think that Alchemist elevates that album. I think the production on it is
but Freddie's talking the same
immaculate.
shit all the time. That's the problem.
So it's like, but there's, I'm trying to think. There's Shangri-La. There's a few.
Enchilada.
It's like that first 6 tracks he's spitting,
Enchiladas,
but then it
unbelievable.
doesn't switch up after.
Yeah. It's a good album, but it's the production that really makes it for me. It's a very easy listen because it's just, again,
The
Alchemist.
beats are
We've said this
fantastic.
before. Transitions as well. The way he creates that landscape, but then merges the tracks into one another. You can just put it on in the background and just get lost in it. And this one is even just within that track itself, the journey that you go on, the way that guitar comes in, it's immaculate. For me, it was my second after So Be It. This beat.
I think this
I don't
album
think it was even on mine.
Alchemist's best production this year.
No.
You're gonna
I
say
don't
Life
think
is
so.
Beautiful. isn't it?
Yes.
But that's crazy because I'm sort of jumping a little bit. We will get to the Mick Jenkins track, but we got 2 honourable mentions that came up more than once. We got Life is Beautiful, the title track, and we got Saba and No ID Stomping, which we can maybe briefly touch on. But I was surprised when I tallied it all up. I thought that beat would make it on here. Because
Life is Beautiful.
Yeah, because even, like I said, even though at the time I just wasn't in the place to sort of receive any music really, let alone this album. That was
one
the one
transcended.
beat. Yeah, that beat stuck with me. And then even when I go back to it, I really like some of the tracks on there, but that's still the one for me. And it's the beat. It's the beat is.
Well, it showed up on 4 of our lists. It didn't make it onto Kieran's list, but it showed up on everyone else's. But it just didn't rank high enough. Even for me, it was number 3. For Theo and Neil, it was number 4, and for yourself, it was number
No, I had it
6.
just underneath.
Yeah. So
Which
it's
is
a good beat,
strange.
but Alchemist had better productions this year.
That's
even
what I was about to. Yeah, exactly. That's what that beat's amazing, but I heard better Alchemist productions. Well, that 1995 one just took me on a journey. I'm not gonna lie. That one was always going to be higher than Life is Beautiful. Even though I love Life is Beautiful, and I remember hearing that for the first time and just thinking this is absolutely amazing. But then he produces another moment with 1995, and that's how it sat with me.
Yeah.
But just to jump back quickly was Mick Jenkins. Who wants to talk about that one? Because
That beat's
I
insane.
know that's very popular, that song here.
I mean, it's what we're talking about, of having a good loop and that good loop just carrying the whole song. That beat, obviously it progresses, it changes, but that just beat, it gets you wanting to talk. And even, what's her name?
Any.
Oh, God. Yeah, Annie says, this loop's just made to speak then. So speak then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
she says what you're thinking about the song. So I think it's one of those ones, you don't get beats like that often that you actually like. Sometimes they can feel a bit too stripped back, but it's just enough, It's
You know what?
satisfying and just enough.
You know what? As well, I'm more that whole the. I think it was you, Sam, that brought it up at the beginning about this year being full of surprises. I'm starting to resonate more and more with that sentiment because I'm looking at this track, right, and you've got Mick Jenkins and Emil, who is, I think, a producer from London, featuring Eni, which is crazy to me that Eni's like on a track with Mick Jenkins, and then you've also got Beat Butcher, who isn't Beat Butcher involved in like with Griselda and all that.
I have no clue, but it sounds
But it's
like
just
it.
such
With
a,
the
like,
Butcher
mashup.
part, maybe.
It's such a mashup. Again, it's like I would never have thought of putting. I mean, actually, Eni and Mick Jenkins make sense, to be honest. But I didn't know that Eni had got to that sort of level where someone
had a
like
big
Mick
song.
Jenkins is checking for her. But she did have a big song, yeah. But we know what the Americans
she's
are like
global
with
with
the UK. Yeah, no, it's just.
Oh,
it's
that's
just
a lie.
surprised me.
Beat Butcher is from the UK.
Beat Butcher's
LA
from the
based.
UK.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of?
To know. Beat Butcher
Okay.
is apparently an LA-based Grammy-winning producer and sound designer from the UK.
Oh,
I think he does work with Griselda, though. I think you're right.
It says
Yeah.
he's worked with SZA, the Carters. Where'd that list go? Oh shit! I fucked
okay.
up now.
Do you know what? That is even
Tyler
more.
the Creator, Suicide Boys, Dreamville, Brent
And he's in
Fiaz.
Griselda.
Damn.
Yeah, but he had various members of the New York-based Griselda. You are right about that
Oh,
part.
okay.
But he's a big deal. He's
Yeah,
not.
that's
He's
even
not.
crazier.
Yeah.
That's even
Yeah.
crazier. That is a mad mashup of artists. But yeah, no, it's a great song, great beat. So do we want to run through the some of the honourable mentions? I know
I had to just add three
populated.
into the bottom. Yeah, I just added three
Okay.
more to the bottom there. But I don't know anything about Saba and No ID. I didn't really like that project, so anyone else, feel free to talk about it.
What?
Do you like that project?
What?
Let me live. Let me live my life my way. I don't tell you guys to fucking listen to.
We're coming somewhere some
What?
mad takes. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, what are we talking
How the
about?
hell were you saying that you don't like that project?
I didn't say I don't like it. I didn't
Crazy.
listen to it that much. Now I get it right.
You do. I swear
you
you
said
just
you
said
didn't
I
like
didn't. You
Shut
said
up.
I
Yeah,
didn't like
exactly.
that
I would like. I
Don't
would like to
backtrack now.
I'm gonna clip in something else there now. Cut this whole bit out.
You see how we rejected that statement? We was like, hell no, there's no way.
That was in my
There's
top
no way.
5. That album.
Yeah, that album was amazing.
I think
Yeah.
it might be my top 5 now, so you know.
Yeah.
That was so
Honestly,
good.
what No ID did with that beat, but Sabo as well, like how he did it. Album's
Oh.
great, man. How are we saying that album is like? No, I can't. have
We
that.
aren't saying that. I am saying it.
Yeah.
Sam is saying this stuff.
Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
I know, but I
don't
can't
take
believe
me
you're
in.
saying this.
Yeah, you're on the island with that one. I'm sorry.
What island? Don't say
Yeah,
Epstein.
the one with Wilson. You and Wilson on the island stranded together.
Wilson. Sorry, I love that film. Castaway is a banger.
Hey, that film is brilliant, man.
But I love that sample flip with the Janet Jackson sample, the Break It Down one. That was great. The album was so good. It was new, but it gave me a nostalgic feel. It kind of felt kind of Tribe Called Quest a little bit, but not Tribe Called Quest all the way. It had so many elements that I really enjoyed, and this is my first time listening to Saba and the whole project by him as well. So I was like, oh, this is fucking great. I want to hear more from you. Just unfortunately, there were such great albums this year. He didn't score higher on my list, but yeah, some of the songs in there, I put them in quite a few playlists that I've made for myself because it's very good to like put at like party functions or like get-togethers or depending on what kind of vibe you're going for, he can go into many different playlists, that album. There's a lot in that album that you can pick from for whatever mood you're thinking. So it's a good album. Yeah, very good.
We're talking about this one beat, not the album. What the fuck?
But Stomping.
Sorry.
Yeah, but Stomping is a great beat, though.
Love, yeah,
no, 100%. But if you're going back to the beat, Stomping is a great beat.
Yeah,
that is like No ID, like literally. Again, he didn't even need to do too much on it, but he created the picture. He created the picture and the sound, and let Saba just do what you need to do on that song. It's fantastic. It deserves to be on that list.
I think there's a more subtle but crazy guitar on that as well. I think.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right.
Crazy. I'm glad we gave it some love. Is there anything from anyone's top 5 that didn't make the final?
Jordan Bashi and Koji Fuji.
Listen, we're gonna get to that one, aren't we?
I don't know. I actually don't remember what's made it to where.
We're gonna get to that one.
But that beat is a great rework of a song that was massive a couple years ago. There's a song called Tropical by a rapper whose name is escaping me right now. But yeah, there's a song called Tropical, and they used the same sample, or maybe even just flipped that beat, and they've made a whole new beat, which is very UK sounding, if that makes sense. Like, UK drill has its own sound, but UK rap now clearly has its own sound and style, and I've never heard such a good, well-sampled beat. I wish I knew who produced it.
Are you talking about SL Tropical?
SL, there you go, yeah. Viva
Really?
C. I've never heard of Viva C.
Wow. I need to go back and listen to that song. I've never picked up on that.
Tropical it's the same sample, Sean. It's literally, if you listen to Tropical and listen to Fuji back to back, you'll hear it's not a hard sample to hear. It's just literally the same, that kind of xylophone sound.
My memory's bad as well then. Okay.
No, yeah, I instantly heard that. I think Neil must have known that too. You knew that song, didn't you, Neil?
Sorry?
SL Tropical.
Oh, yeah.
And the Fuji sample is the same sample.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just one that slipped your mind, but that song was massive a couple of years back. Yeah, I just want to highlight that.
Out Billy Woods, Star 87 by Conductor. Because I feel like
we have a problem.
I don't know. When I was adding songs to the December playlist, that probably on the description, right? I noticed Conductor's actually had some big tracks this year.
He has big tracks every year, though. This is the thing. Conductor is, unfortunately, I think Conductor is one of the best producers out there, but he just doesn't
100%.
get that much shine. He's worked with every big artist and made some amazing stuff, but I don't think he cares, actually. That's probably the better way to put it. Conductor just wants to make money. He's quite old, not old like that, but he's in his 40s. He just wants to make his money and call it a day. He doesn't do much promo.
He didn't have his 8 a.m. in Charlotte this year, though. Do you know what I mean? That one that kind of transcended. If you get what I'm saying.
I think that I see what you mean, like from a mainstream artist, but mainstream is kind of dead though. So
I think he just makes his beat packs. He sends them out. Whoever wants them, there's the price list, and that's it. He calls it a day. You know what I mean?
You know, he's the master of detuned music as well. Like, I didn't know it was a thing before listening to his beats, and now I hear people doing it a bit more. Like Alchemist does it as well, a few other producers. But man, it's crazy. Like the way these tracks shouldn't make sense musically, but they do. It's so cool. I like what he's doing, and I chose Star 87 because I just, you know, those horror strings, you would never think that would be something quite cool to sample on a track, and I listened to it and I'm like, I'm kind of scared, but this is kind of hard, and like it's making me feel a bit crazy, but like I'm also a bit hyped as well.
Yeah, there's a few tracks like that on there though. That you'll be like, oh, this is slapping, and then it gets to the end and there's some fucked up skit, and it's like, what's going on? Where have we ended up here? Like this one, it's mad, isn't it? It's like, I mean, the whole song's playing off of, I think, I might be wrong. Sorry if there's any Americans out there that like what you're talking about, but I think Star 87 is like the code you would put in on a phone to redial the number that tried to call you, I think. And then there's the whole.
That sounds about right.
The whole skit is I can't remember what film it is, where the entity is coming through the phone, and it's like, yeah, it's clever. It's clever. I picked the most messed up beat, you know, in my top 5. I picked
that
Waterproof Mascara. Yeah.
That beat's
but you know
scary. Again, we're gonna scare Neil with us calling stuff scary again, yeah. But that beat, I don't like that beat because it makes me feel wrong. Like
it's a horrible feeling.
But you know what? Like some of the greatest horror films, one of my sort of on my kind of like own criteria of how effective is this horror film is if I'm like intimidated by watching it again, means that it's really like hit the nail on the head as a horror. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's done its job. And with this one, I mean, more so with this, it's to do with the fact that I've just not really heard anything like this, and it might not be the most accessible.
No, Sean. You know KA's album from last year, the final track does this as well.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, to be honest, don't listen to it again because it's a horrible experience. But it's just like the beat is someone just crying. Yeah, it's not a good feel.
Oh no, the crying bit. Yeah, but I'm saying there's other elements to this one.
No, there
like
is.
The dissonant piano stab where I'm like, do you know what? I can understand someone saying to me like, what are you listening to? Please don't play this, whatever. But at the same time, it's like to put this together is incredibly creative and incredibly effective. And yeah, shout out Preservation who directed that. Wow. Produced that one.
I just wanted to shout out that one other one on the album because I was going to pick it. Corinthians, I think the LP one. That so LPs crazy. When that beat drops, I'm just like, yo, the whole world is bending.
Yeah, you started having visions, yeah.
I had mad visions. It was crazy.
I just added 3 more things here just because I think they're really good boom bappy type beats. 36 Ounces and a Mercedes by Black Soprano Family. That's a fantastic beat. Hill Cena as well, and Guadadas by Navy Blue. That beat, Guadadas by Navy Blue, is a fucking head fuck. It's just, you know, like I talk about like looping a sample. That is fantastic. But yeah, sorry, I just wanted to add those in before we move on because I am conscious of time.
Let's do this. Best producer. Okay, we all ready?
Hang on a minute, mate.
I'm on the wrong spreadsheet again.
Typical.
Oh dear.
How are you in the wrong spreadsheet?
I don't know. Oh, there we go. No, it's not the wrong spreadsheet. Wrong tab. Okay. Here we go. Right. Number 5, Kenny Siegel. And number 4, Hit Boy. Number 3, Pharrell Williams. Number 2, Nicholas Craven. And number 1, Crazy Score, The Alchemist. Everyone put The Alchemist number 1.
You couldn't do anything else.
I don't think you couldn't. Yeah, I don't think you could put anybody else other than The Alchemist. I think it would have just been wrong if you did do so. I know all 5 of us did, but I think he's just done it again. Like, you had to put him number 1.
Oh, spoiler. Flashing. In all honesty, I don't know who else could have filled that spot for me. He's done so much this year.
So much music.
So much.
He does so much.
Very high quality. Yeah, but this was so high quality. And not that Moshi, to be honest, Moshi it's always high quality, but I'm just impressed
literally,
every
if
single
you look
time.
at Album of the Year, he produced 2 of them. Didn't he? I'll be wrong. Am I wrong?
It's the fact that his beats aren't getting boring as well. Like he's still pushing the needle, even if it's just a little step this year.
Yeah.
The music is sounding fresh. On that, come on, like let me talk about it. On this Arm & Hammer album, I put that number 1 on my albums. You know? Like Alchemist's production on that whole project is disgusting. Like, come on, I what am I talking about? That's his best produced album this year. That oh man,
He can't even finish his words. But no, in all honesty, I don't know who else deserves this spot this year other than Alchemist. Like when I look at beats of the year, okay, he's not popping up that much, but for albums of the year, especially our long list, he's somewhere on everyone's list for one reason or another, which is well deserved. And I think if you listen to any of the Alchemist projects this year, you're going to hear why he's our producer of the year.
And a little fun fact: any of the long-term listeners might have sussed this by now. Probably not, because only I look into stuff like this. But The Alchemist has won Producer of the Year for us for 4 years in a row, which is... It says a lot.
I think next year we should have an embargo and just say Alchemist is... If he does what he normally does, okay, Alchemist is the best, okay? Let's take that out and give it to somebody else.
You know what? Shout out Inflow for having it that first
that one time.
That one year.
First year,
Exactly.
He was
2021
that year.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. He got in the Hall of Fame off of an album, man. Off of one album.
We were gassed, you know.
Yeah, times were different back then. We were putting everyone and anybody in the Hall of Fame for no rhyme or reason.
What's oh sorry, you guys asked this question already, but what's everyone's favorite Alchemist piece from this year?
Well, we haven't asked that. You're right.
No, that's a very good question.
I don't know, but I think it's probably somewhere on Freddie Gibbs's album or project. I think it's on Alfredo too. It could be Feeling or it could be Ensalada. I'm not too sure.
Oh, Ensalada is serious, man. Ensalada is unbelievable.
I think
unbelievable.
I think based on my list, looking across the list as well, the discussions we had in the previous categories, probably 1995.
Yeah, that's a fair
It's
one.
probably 1995. I'm surprised. I'm even looking at my own list thinking, why did I not have Life is Beautiful a bit higher? But he's got a few this year, man.
It was a hard year. But I think we know what Theo, Neil and Kieran are going to say. It's going to be that fucking business merger. Even though that's not entirely him. You know?
I wouldn't credit that one to him.
I wouldn't really credit. Yeah, exactly. That's more him.
What you guys pick?
So it'll
I'm
probably
saying
be like
Peshawar, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love to hear
Peshawar.
that Meet the Graham Keys in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, mine's probably 1995. To be fair, 1995. I've played that a stupid amount of times as well. But that beat is just unbelievable.
Okay.
What about you, Neil?
I think it'll be the merger one, or it'll probably be Life is Beautiful.
Fair enough.
To be honest, there's a lot of beats on Life is Beautiful that I love.
Exactly.
There's a lot on there that I love.
Nice.
Yeah,
There's a lot. So
Well, it's nice as well that we're returning to that era where a producer produces the whole album now, you know?
yes.
Because you get a flavour for different things they can do.
Yeah. Just have you guys asked a question as well? Who was Alchemist's top pick for everyone here?
Everyone. Were you not here in the beginning where Sean said, this is
No, I
bad
wasn't.
podcasting. We're having to reload stuff.
No. I just want to double check. I went for a quick toilet break. That's why.
Nah, this guy can't hold his bladder. He can't hold his
Are we
liquor.
talking beats or albums?
No, he said
beats.
like,
Sorry,
oh.
for the beats
What do you mean?
for the producer. Because the producer of the year, right? Producer
Yeah,
of the
everyone
year, right?
voted him number one. Everybody did.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool.
All across the board, yeah. I think that might be the first time that's ever happened in
Possibly.
any category. I'd have to
Possibly.
double check.
We might have to ban it. You know. I'm not.
I'm saying, but just don't include Alchemist anymore.
I think we should get Alchemist to introduce the award next year. You know, the next that category.
That don't
Yeah.
joke though. That could be done. I'm making
That
moves
could
in
be
the
happen.
background.
That could be
or
happening.
we'll call it the Alchemist Award or something like that. We'll get a little statue, a little trophy with him. Yeah, with his.
For me, the reason why I put him so highly is because he's produced such a high quality, but also the amount as well. It's like, bro, you've done such a high quality in some projects, but also the amount of your work rate is just insane.
Yeah.
It's just like, how can you not be given the flowers for what you're doing? Do you know what
Because
I mean?
like what Pharrell did was hard as well, but it's like it's just on one album.
But he revived,
Exactly.
not revived someone's career like they're dead, but he was part of a very big moment, and he had
100%.
to produce something that's not been produced before. Whereas Alchemist is like, he's keeping us alive with these beats. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, if Pharrell produced more, he'll be on number one. The only reason
to
why I
Pharrell,
can't
though.
put him,
Yeah.
like, the only reason why I didn't put him as number one is because Alchemist has quantity and quality is that it's just not fair to compare. You know what I mean? I just
I
can't.
feel like we could make a playlist of all Alchemist beats this year, and it would be the longest playlist out of any producer
Exactly.
possible. And it would be,
Exactly.
you would not want to skip any of it.
Yeah.
Right,
But coming to
you're
Pharrell,
right.
I think that's a good point though, because arguably for me, I mean, I had So Be It as my top beat, and maybe there was some other moments on, like we didn't talk about FICO. I know that was on the honourable mentions. There were some moments on Let God Sort 'Em Out production moments where I was like, "Whoa, this is
Incredible.
the creme de la creme this year." But again, it's that volume, and then there's, to be honest as well, like we're kind of going back to the album conversation. There were a few decisions I think made by Pharrell on that album, particularly around the production style, that I wasn't quite keen on. Like there were some big switch ups and things like that. So that's where he fell a bit down the pecking order for me personally. But Pharrell deserves to be in this conversation here, because without Pharrell, you know, that album does not sound the way it does. Like,
No
literally.
way.
So
The bars would
Yeah.
have been there, but you know what I mean? It wouldn't have been elevating to the level that it is for us.
and you know that
also, I
Pharrell
want to
was
say
probably
this.
like, do this way, and do you know, because as we know, producing is
100%.
more than just making a beat, of course, isn't it? So
Yeah. But I do want to say this with Alchemist, where his output is crazy, I find it very interesting the breadth of the scene that he covers. He works with everybody and anybody, so it's good to see. You know, he's popped up.
Yeah.
I think is he on Earl's album? And you know, is he over there? I'm not too sure.
yeah,
He might
Billy
not be.
Woods, he's
on a lot of stuff.
all sorts, all
Yeah.
sorts, like every year. I mean, I think Alchemist has been on this run now for. I mean, he's always been a great producer and has got better through time. But like maybe the sort of 7-8 years, but definitely the 2020s. Like I think of Boldy James at Price of Tea in China. From that project onwards, I was like, whoa, what are we doing here?
I think Griselda coming up as well really not helped
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Alchemist, but
aligned so perfectly.
Yeah. So like 2017, 2018, that's when you get like the early West Side projects. You get Yacht Rock, do you know what I mean? Things like that. He's been doing this for a while now, and shout out Rock Marciano because as we know, like the influence of him.
He's
I
the
think,
originator of this sound. Let's be real.
yeah, Rock Marciano. It's a shame he hasn't popped up anywhere yet, but Rock Marciano is that fucking guy, bro. Tap into Rock.
Hey, he's
Shout
on
out
our
Sean, though.
albums. He's on our albums list in the
Spoilers.
honorable mentions.
Oh, is he? Yeah, sort of. But I just mean as in his beat selection. He pushes Alchemist to, well, not make, but he probably picks some of the more out there Alchemist beats that other people wouldn't know what to do with.
Yeah. Speaking of volume, though, not quite to the same level. But Nick Craven's made a lot of music this year as well. Done a lot.
Yeah, it's not just Boldy, is it?
No, like a lot with the God Fahim, who he works with a lot. I've just had a look through again here now, but that's the kind of main one is Boldy, God Fahim. There's like a couple other tracks that pop up here or there. But yeah, another prolific year, insane output. We talk about things like the whole shebang and stuff like that. He's definitely right up there. Deserves to be in this top 5. I don't know if we've had him in the top 5 yet. It might be the first time he's made it. I'd have to double check.
I don't think so. I think arguably the reoccurring people is Hit Boy and Alchemist. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Nicholas Craven as well because it's like he's reactivating Boldy. Boldy released 6 projects before that first Nick Craven one this year, and it was like it sounded like a completely fresh rapper. I was baffled.
I said it already, man. Boldy's rapping like he hasn't got much time left, I swear.
I don't know what's going on with Boldy, but shout out to Boldy.
Yeah. I hope everything's okay, but that's crazy output.
I mean, you know how we all like clock in. We clock into work, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, whatever, Bro, Boldy's clocking in, but Boldy's like releasing every hour of his work. You know what I mean? Like
he's dropping songs like I send emails. This
is what I mean. He's showing us his full 40-hour work week, and it's a lot. It's a lot.
Got traumatic at one point this year. I'm not gonna lie. I just stopped listening to him.
Do you know what the worst part is? You know you're missing out when you're not listening. It's not like you're like, this is getting rubbish.
No, that's the worst bit about it because like when he's dropping and you're thinking, can I be asked to check this out? Then you check it out and you're like, flipping hell, why is it so hard for? Then you're like, bloody hell, I've got to check. So annoying.
It's my bad. I shouldn't have brought him up, but we're gonna get to. Trust me, we're gonna get to Boldy. We got to talk about Boldy. Yeah, but just a quick one. There's a couple more names. Hit Boy. So I know that the project with Alchemist especially from a production standpoint, it made waves with us. But what else has Hit Boy been up to this year? I think I've maybe been slacking a little bit. I'm not quite sure what else he's been doing. So next category.
I'm literally going into Google right now. Hit Boy beats 2025. Like, what's he done?
I think it was only Goldfish, wasn't it? The one he did with Alchemist. That's the only thing I remember.
Production on Goldfish was hard though. Like,
it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, that's why he made my list.
So long.
Goldfish.
Hang on a sec. I'm scrolling to the bottom. 2024, 2025. Wikipedia hasn't even put it in yet, so we don't know.
I'm on Genius, so I'm gonna have a quick look while we discuss that. But so for you, Kieran, were you just saying Goldfish like? That was it. That was enough to take him into your top 5.
There's some other stuff in my head. Like I know he did that one track with Jay Electronica on the new albums as well, but I think his name hasn't been like not present this year. I've seen it on a few things, and then this album just shocked me in terms of I wish he gave these beats to someone else, even though he's rapping quite well.
No, big facts though. Big facts. These beats should have gone to someone else.
Honestly, some of these beats should have because like it's not even being disrespectful to Hit Boy. I don't even mean for it to be like that because he, like what Kieran said, he is rapping his arse off, Hit Boy, and he's doing really well. But when I tell you the level with some of these beats, you're like, you could just imagine someone just absolutely just destroying the beat, like just making it like. Oh, no, I can't say what I was going to say because that is going to sound disrespectful. I don't want to say like it's a top tier song, like, but I'm just saying the beat is so good. You'll see like a good. You'd see someone just kill it. I don't want to sound disrespectful. What I'm going to say is,
I got a question.
I know.
I got a question then. So everyone doesn't have to answer this. It's just for anyone who's interested. But business merger. Which rapper would you like to hear on business.
It's
Magic.
a really hard question, man.
Every single rapper that wants to rap on it.
What are those, like 20 rapper posse cuts or something like that?
Yeah, like a hyper cut. Make it like, what's that song with Busta Rhymes? Touch it.
Touch it.
Mega mix.
Do you know who would actually sound good? Joey Badass would sound really good.
Joey and Badass would kill that, yeah.
Let's hear Baldy on it. Why not?
Benny. I think Benny would crush that. Benny would.
That's what I was just about to say. Benny, I was like, see, Benny was on my mind. I was playing the beat in my head and I was trying to get Benny like what he would sound like. But Benny would like, yeah. And Benny's been doing some like when we get to best rapper as well. We need to talk about Benny as well. You know, I think people have been sleeping on me. He's had a fantastic year.
Yeah, it's a hard year. Like I know, I keep saying it's been a hard year. It's been a hard year, but genuinely, this year's been so hard. What are you laughing for?
It's funny, man. It's a funny way to say it, but it's true.
Just to quickly bring up the name, I know only me and Kieran had him in our list. Kenny Siegel. I mean, do you know what? I'm going to be honest, and no disrespect to Kenny Siegel. I'm actually thinking to myself, should he have been in my top 5? What do you think, Kieran?
Don't. I think that beat he made, Misery, is crazy.
Oh, Misery's crazy. Yeah,
Like,
Misery
yeah,
is unreal.
so I wanted to say that as well.
Just get a song because it's one beat. Like,
you might have a point actually. Yeah, he also did that album with Rap Forever as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, and like I didn't really like the album, but the production was cool. But it's just that Misery track is good, and I think he had another one on the album as well.
But I think because I'm just having a look at mine now. I know there's obviously No ID did his thing on that project, but Swindle over here, what he did for Koji on Don't Look Down and Nux album too. There's a couple where I'm like, oh, could they have crept in?
I literally just added a bit more to the honourable mentions as well.
I like that you put Primo in there because Primo.
Where's Emil?
I mean, you know that you could have him in there if you want, but I've just added in what I saw from our list that didn't make it but was ranked quite high.
Primo's been doing. Honestly, Primo did people.
He did the what's it called? The rap group that came back, the older one.
Oh, what De La Soul?
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
He had.
He has
project.
What did you all think of that, by the way?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Great.
It's one of it's
sorry,
fantastic
excuse
album.
me. If you were on the episode, Sean, you would hear it. It's coming out tomorrow.
I was paying the bills, man. I had some work to do.
Yeah,
Sam was saying he would think it would probably be his album of the year if it came out. Yeah,
but I haven't had time to listen to it. But yeah, so Premier did amazing work this year. Cardo got wings. He's a classic producer from way back in the 2000s, but also he did a project with Lai June, which I think was very good. And kind of jumping back to what I said earlier about rappers and producers doing whole projects together, Cardo does that all the time. Conductor. We've all got different reasons why Conductor should be there.
Man. Conductor's, he actually had that project, and I liked that project as well.
Yeah, and Ill Tone Beats, he did a whole project with Black Soprano family. I just want to highlight them.
These were crazy. They were sounding like the RZA kind of.
But this is why I'm kind of upset with this year because it's like there was amazing beats all over the place. It's not like I'm like, oh, this is beat of the year. Every other week I'm like, this is beat of the year. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't pick.
Yeah.
So it was.
Man. There's a few people like just briefly like Harry Fraud.
Always Harry Fraud.
But for me it was, I know I've said them already. Emil, like the amount of projects that Emil was involved in, from Mick Jenkins to Loyal Kana to Nux to might have even been on Koji as well. They had their hands in many projects this year, and some of the best ones.
The production.
That's sad. He's number 2 for Sean. Well. That's really sad. Sean, I think next year what we need to do is if we have someone in our top 2 or 3 by the time we do the kind of cut-off time that no one else has, we have to prepare like a mini EP of like 5 songs of why you should fuck with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's like I'm looking and I feel quite sad for you, man. Because Emil must be fantastic, but I don't know how much of him I've heard or what I've heard. You know what I mean?
Listen, the one thing I'd say is that, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but when often a lot of the tracks are co-produced, so there's others involved. So again, you don't know to the extent to which the said person has contributed to that track. It's just the fact that they're involved in so many, and that all these artists wanted that person's ear. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like that says something about them. So, maybe next year we'll see. Yeah.
Well, we know what Emil sounds like for sure with that Mick Jenkins project. I feel like that one's a legit one. He sounds. Those beats are hard.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, should we go to breakthrough artists?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you already explained at the top of the episode why this has changed and what's changed about it. But just so people who might have forgotten that, it's not about this is the first year this artist has started releasing. It's just maybe they've come onto our radar or they've become a bit more popular in this year. Not a bit more popular, but a lot more present this year. And so you'll see as we go through the names of who made that cut and why and all that kind of stuff. But
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
say for Neil's sake as well. I should have put this on. I'm gonna put Bia on here as well. I know I didn't do it when we submitted, but I didn't know who Bia
Honourable
was
mention for
until
Bia,
this
yeah?
year.
Did Neil even put beer on there?
No,
Neil
because
didn't even
Neil
fill this
knew-
category out.
Neil's known
no.
Bia for like 5-6
Yeah, I know.
years now.
Yeah, I know
so
Bia for a while, so I don't
For
really feel the
me,
same.
she broke through this year.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
Honourable mention to Bia. Okay, let's go for it. So at
Let's
number
bully.
5, number 5 is a producer named Sam Yamaha who produced McKinley Dixon's album this year. Number 4
You know what?
is
Shout out that production is amazing.
yeah. Number 4 is SD Kid.
SD
UK.
Kids
SD Kid
from the north.
Yeah. Number 3 is Jim Legacy. Actually tied as a tied. I sound American. A draw between Jim Legacy and John Glacier share the votes. And number 1, Bruiser Wolf.
Bruiser!
I think we have to give the stage to Sam for Bruiser Wolf.
No, I don't need to say anything. I've been talking about Bruiser Wolf all fucking year. I don't know what happened, yeah, but Bruiser Wolf, he caught me. I don't know. Something about maybe it was Benny the Butcher's project where he did that. It's hot, it's humid, business booming. You know we do it. I was like, yeah, I like this way this guy sounded. Then I realized I'd heard him on Billy Woods' project. I said, oh, okay, this guy's cool. Saw he had an album out. Listened to that album, my whole life changed. I was like, bro, he gets it. Like most rappers, yeah, they're rapping, they're talking their stuff, but Bruiser Wolf fucking gets it. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. Bruiser Wolf knows what time it is, and he'll tell you what time it is.
Nah,
Bro.
Sam. Last time we spoke, you summed up Bruiser Wolf the best. Bruiser Wolf's a menace.
Yeah.
That's a man that I'd be worried to be around.
Bruiser Wolf's cool. Bruiser Wolf is cool. I love Bruiser Wolf. I'm glad that he's made it into some people's like frame of awareness now. But I mean, breakthrough artist is an interesting category. I feel like I kind of stole it here, but it is what it is. Bruiser Wolf's fantastic.
Look, you can see the
Bring
score.
him to us.
14 out of 25, and 4 of us, had him in our list. So I think we all had a moment with Bruiser Wolf this year, and it's a name that we're all familiar with. Danny Brown's crew, and I feel like I've heard him at some point in the past, but something about him this year. Maybe it was being on the Billy Woods album. I mean, that feature's great. It's a great feature.
This is the thing. I put it in my best features actually because I felt like I did not know what I was listening to when I kept hearing that voice, and I was like, "This is around of 90s hip hop." He's got this kind of. He sounds like he should be on a skit. Yeah, he sounds like E40. Yeah.
But there's this like lineage of. I think we said about it before. There's this lineage of artists that are just so unique, from like, I don't know, Be Real and Buster to ODB to like fast forward to Danny Brown, JPEG, and now you've got people like Stove God and Bruiser Wolf that are just doing stuff that I just haven't heard before. Do you know what I mean? The way he's approaching beats and the pockets he's finding and the stuff he's saying, it's like no one else is doing this. And look, it's not. I wouldn't say it's like he's one of my favorite artists. When you
I don't think it's palatable either. I don't think most people should listen to it.
I'm definitely not playing it around the missus. Put it that way. But
oh my gosh.
I think
stuck in the head like a crawfish.
I think it's I think it's fitting that the first year that we broaden this category out, an artist like Bruiser Wolf has got it. Because all the other ones, in fairness, I think are pretty much new artists. I hadn't really heard of Sam Yamaha before the McKinley Dixon project. I think if you're into jazz rap, like real sort of almost like more jazz music than hip hop, then this guy is someone to listen to. It's the very creative production. In fact, I think I told Kieran the first time I listened to this project, I had a bad headache and I weren't quite ready for the jazz compositions, and it fucked me up.
Took you to a different level.
My head was not in a good place. But since then, I've listened to the album. I mean, that's an album that's maybe that's something that should have crept into our honourable mentions at least, because it's
no, definitely.
You guys were talking about McKinley Dixon a lot.
It's been in my top 10 all year for sure.
Yeah. McKinley's someone I think was a best new artist for us a few years ago as well, so it's been on our radar. But that project, I mean, I think Sam Yamaha produced pretty much the whole thing. So shout out to them.
I actually said, I think I said this on a previous recording, but I feel like it's probably the best like rap jazz album since To Pimp a Butterfly, but I might be wrong.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, and
That's
it's
a
even
strong
more like
recommendation.
pure as a jazz album.
It's
Do you know
pure,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam will like it because that's his peeve with To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, John Glacier and Jim Legacy. Jim Legacy is definitely, I wouldn't say a breakthrough artist in regards to he's completely new, but he dropped his first proper album this year. I've been talking about Jim Legacy from before he'd even dropped the single. I was like, guys, you need to get in on Jim Legacy, and he popped up on the Dave album. So another tick on the box for Sam was right about this guy. And John Glacier, she's all over the place.
Yeah, she's
She's
special.
incredible, you know. Like it's
special.
so amazing how she did the album and it got known because a lot of people will just drop and it just disappears.
She also featured on a track with quite a big artist called Montel Fish, which was a very odd thing.
Yeah.
I was standing in the crowd at a festival, and it's like, and here's John Glacier. I was like, what the fuck? And my sister's was like, you know who this is? I was like, come on now, I'm tapped in. Gray area, listen, you know what I mean? But they don't fucking know.
Yeah. No, they I think they're worthy, joint second on the list. And then SD Kid, I mean, LV Sandals a big track this year, right? That kind of made some waves.
SD Kids with Louis V Sandals, but also the rest of that project. He's got songs like Rottweiler and another song, which is just, if you listen to it, the energy gets you. You know what I mean? And the beat style, you've never heard beats like that in your life. The time you're hearing that word "okay" all the time, that's the producer tag. You've never heard a producer tag use that creatively, but it's like okay, like bro. I think SD Kid is about to bring the UK underground to the forefront because he has been making some great music this year, and it's all killer, no filler. And I don't know if it's the accent or the beats carrying it, but I hope one of the two takes off. More so probably the beats, because I don't really want to hear Scousers rapping everywhere. I just want to hear different beats.
But you know how as well, like he is definitely making waves because you know how your phone is like basically constantly listening to you, and you might say something or you look.
Your
up
phone
one
is,
thing
my
one time.
phone ain't.
Listen, I'll be talking about something and suddenly I get all these adverts. But anyway, so I was like listening to some of SD Kid just to kind of, you know, I knew you were talking about it, trying to, find out what the hype's about. There was like this big piece in the Guardian or something about him, and like how
people think he's Timothy Chalamet. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but no, that was a different thing. And there was that as well. But the Guardian, it was. I mean, I didn't read the article. I saw the headline. I didn't mention that. But there's that as well. So there's like, yeah, this guy's really making waves. So I'll definitely.
He could be an industry plant for all we know, but it doesn't feel that way to me. I found Louis V Sandals before it came out, and then it came out, millions of downloads. Everyone's using it. It's everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. UK Underground's doing well right now, but SD Kid's on top. Which unfortunately, according to underground rap lovers, makes him useless. He's gone mainstream. It's like, the fuck? Give him a chance. You know what I mean? The second you get 1 million streams in the UK Underground, they're like, he's not relevant anymore. Fucking useless.
People got short attention spans as well these days, isn't it? So
yeah.
they love an artist 1 minute.
All right, let's keep it moving with high energy so that we can get through the next awards in the next 20-ish minutes, so we don't lose Neil and we don't lose Kieran. We've already lost Neil, I think. Neil's gone. His mic's on mute. He's looking down at his lap. I don't know what he's doing.
Nah, bro. I can't lie. The award shows, I had too much to drink at the award shows, so
already. He's like Kanye.
Yeah,
He's Kanye of Amber Rose.
I had too much, man. Before I had an outburst, I had to carb up and get some carbs in me.
Fuck it up. What are you having?
I mean?
Tell the listeners what you're eating. What's the?
It's too late at night, so I had some garlic bread. Kept it simple.
So you had the G bread. Come on now, G Dubs and G bread. What more could you want?
Come on,
G Dubs.
So yeah, man. I had that. The boom boo got me, so I had to,
What, the what now?
No, the boom boo. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, the rum got me.
All right. So let's keep it moving swiftly on. Come on, Sean.
Okay.
Let's jump through some hoops. Let's get this going.
Let's do this. Right, number 5, Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist Ensalada featuring
Big tune.
Anderson .Paak.
This song
Number
is
4, Mick Jenkins and Emil, Words I Should Have Said featuring Any.
Yeah.
Number 3, Clips, So Be It. Number 2, J. Cole, Clouds. And number 1, Clips, Ace Trumpets.
Some madness.
Yes, sir.
It's got 2 on
This
the
is
top.
culturally inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to say, like, obviously I love Ace Trumpets and So Be It. I think there's 2 things. One, with Ace Trumpets, I think maybe had the benefit of going first in the singles. It was just such a moment when that song dropped. Again, just sounding fresh, but kind of capturing that Clips essence from back in the day. And I don't think people really I don't know. I know certainly here there wasn't that much anticipation for Clips at the start of the year. So I think it made a big impact for us. And then secondly, this is might be controversial. Now that we're quite a few months removed, obviously I love So Be It. The beat's incredible. How do we feel about that final verse though, the Travis verse? Because that's the bit if I'm getting nitpicky,
that's the big part of the song.
Yeah,
but is it now?
Part of the song.
But is it
I don't know. That bit didn't hit for me because I didn't know.
It's irrelevant now, isn't it? Because you thought it was going to turn into this big thing, and it didn't. Like Travis didn't say anything.
Travis just ignored it. Yeah.
He just brushed it off, and then just wasn't anything, was it?
I don't know if you. I mean, I think you might be being generous. I feel like Travis knew what's Travis gonna say? Like,
it's not even what Travis going to say.
No, but like, how is Travis going to? How can Travis? Drake's one thing. Drake can rap. Like Travis isn't.
That's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
So if someone says for Travis Scott, they know that they're beating up someone that won't punch back, basically.
And that's what I'm saying now. So when I was like going through like doing my final list, I'm like, Ace Trumpet, So Be It, and that's the only thing that we're like now. Like I said, a few months removed, nothing really went anywhere to that beat. You feel like he was kind of punching down a little bit. So it's like, if I had to be nitpicky.
That's not why it's there for me. It's there for me because of Malice. So be it. That's why it's there.
Malice versus unbelievable.
No, I'm trying to get to the why Ace Trumpets is over So Be It, and I'm just giving my reason. It's like if I have to be nitpicky,
fair enough.
I'm not feeling that third verse like I did when it came out. Whereas Ace Trumpets is just very clean, tight. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's perfect to me.
You're right, Sean, about Ace Trumpets being single one. It was like that was the mind blowing moment. Whereas So Be It was like, oh, they did it again. But like Ace Trumpets, it opened like a new pathway in my brain, and so I had to just put it number one because it's crazy.
I liked Ace Trumpets so much just because of the delivery of the bars. You know, the way Pusha T said that white glove service with the brick I'm Luigi. That is what made me throw that song all the way to the top. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. The Malice coming through with that whole penny a la vodka, all that kind of whatever, talking about food and then
the whole way through the verse is that sound at the end.
Exactly. So I think it's a fair representation of, if you want to hear rapping at the highest level, quite literally from two legends in the game, that song is it. We can't play any games here and say, oh, it might be this, it might be that. It is 100% that song. In my eyes.
I'm not gonna lie though, Clouds, I've been listening to it the past few days. J. Cole's one, it's actually incredible.
And it came out so early.
When we get to the second verse in Clouds, it's like,
he puts on a masterclass on relevancy, on flow, on beats, pocket. It's unfortunate that Clips dropped and stole his number one place because Clouds is.
I would say Clouds is like the on a technical level. The best song this year. Like if we just 100%. Look at the raps and the technique used, it's incredible.
And a beautiful chorus as well. The way he sings that chorus is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice chorus. It's a nice beat. Yeah, but it's those two verses. The technical level is insane, really. I can't really fault it. But yeah, Ace Trumpets, it's got the quotables. It's got that hook. It's the beats. There's something that new sound that you mentioned, Sam. But I'm glad Cloud's got a mention because it kind of. Not with us, but I think across the board, generally with people, it kind of came and went. I don't know. It
didn't come and go for me. I'm saying. I think there's people out there saying exactly what I just said, bro. The second that dropped, straight on the daily playlist, and I was word perfect on it in 2 days.
But what I mean is like when J. Cole drops a single, your first thought is, or not so much first thought, but for me anyway, it was like, okay, is this the start of the fall of what's coming now?
I think you guys have a lot more expectations,
But people who, I think generally, especially because Cole, it's a different conversation. Cole's getting a bit of flack from people for what he's saying since the beef. And do you know what I mean? How things have panned out and that. And I think for a lot of people, this track, it came and went. And because it didn't amount to anything, it's not quite stayed within the consciousness. Like, I'd be interested to hear other podcasts and other creators and what their top tracks are and whether this would be in there.
What are you talking about, Sean? They don't do it like us. We're the only one that actually send you a physical award made out of solid gold. The fuck are you talking about?
No, you got a good point there. But yeah, so that I guess I'm coming on to a different conversation.
No, you're good.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's in there is what I'm saying. I'm glad it's made the top 5.
This would have been Song of the Year had Clips not dropped. When I'm looking at this list, nothing else on this list beats that for me.
No, Ensalada came close.
Yeah, but it's
I'll
not.
say Ensalada
It's
came
actually
close.
a very commercially accessible song. Ensalada. It's
No,
not
but that's
great rapping.
but that's kind of why I like it as well. I think that the structure of it and the hook and again, look, it's a great beat. Freddie's not doing a great deal for me with the raps, but
It's
Anderson
Anderson
Paak.
Paak.
Yeah,
It's Anderson
elevates
Paak.
it. That
Just
was-
saying,
I think
because it is
no.
Anderson Paak.
Let's not take away from Freddie here. Freddie delivers the bars amazingly.
He does. He does.
Surface level
but-
is cool to listen
Yeah.
to, but like it's not
Exactly.
he's not
Deeper?
doing
No,
what
there's
Cole-
nothing deeper there.
Yeah.
yet.
No,
We're
and
not,
that's
it's
what
not
it is.
Cole
but-
levels. It's not like
No.
Pusha T and Malice. Yeah.
Whereas Anderson Paak just kills that hook, man. He
That hook made me
adds so
have a
much to the
feeling.
song.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm listening
So
to that. I'm
much.
like, I want
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean? Whatever this is, I need no driver. Take the driver. Hold the opposite way and vague. Yeah.
He's one of the GOAT hip hop chorus people, though.
Oh, 100%. I need to hear more from
without a
Pac
doubt.
in hip hop. I haven't heard much from Anderson Paak in the last few years in hip hop. I could be wrong, but he was big. He did a lot of stuff with Mac Miller and a few other people, and then he just started doing his own thing. Or is he with Bruno Mars all the time? I don't know what's going on.
He's currently working. He worked at a project with Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah, he did do that. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
meant to check that out because that single was all right. You know, that single was decent.
Because I think them two have seen each other actually.
That's
And,
crazy. He's winning it.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, he really is.
So yeah, he was doing a project with Mariah Carey, so I think he was helping her.
So he's not doing Silk Sonic anymore. I thought he was with Bruno.
No,
doing that.
he still is as well. Yeah, still is as well. Yeah, he's working on that as well. I think they got a new project coming out at some point. But yeah,
I think Anderson Paak dropped. Wasn't there a No Worries album last year? You know him and
There
Nolly.
was last
Yes.
year.
I
Yeah,
don't-
there
I don't
was.
like
And
that, though. Yeah.
they were also on tour as well in America.
Yeah, so I think he's been active, but he's just not quite. I mean, obviously the Bruno Mars stuff took him to a new planet, but like, I feel like 2016 to 2018, 2019, Anderson Paak was everywhere.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see more of that. He should be the go-to feature, hook guy. He writes good music, amazing music, arguably.
He might have my my favourite Tiny Desk as well. That Tiny Desk performance.
Because
Tiny
he's
Desk
smiling
is
playing the
crazy,
drums.
Oh, one of the best time of all time.
Yeah, like, he's good.
Smooth.
Yeah. Shout out Anderson Paak one time because
Should have
he's.
put that on best feature. I'm not gonna lie, like his feature. Was
Is it a
amazing,
feature
man.
though? I think if you have a verse, it's a feature. He did the hook. It's not a feature, is it?
I don't know, man. It's debatable.
I don't think it is. I gave you the exact reason why it's not. Don't try to debate with me.
But look, shout out Mick Jenkins again. I think him and Eddie sound great together on this. Just a sort of an honourable mention thing. A few of us had like Little Sims, just different songs. Like personally, I had 3. I think Neil had Only.
I had 3 as
Kieran
well.
had Lotus.
Yeah.
I love Lotus. The way she's spitting on that.
Yeah,
blew my mind.
Lotus is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I
so-
can't even remember
Whenever
what I
that
put.
comes on, I enter a zone. Like I'm like, oh shit, it's real. She's pissed off.
Yeah, she snaps.
Yeah,
She snaps on
yeah.
there. Yeah. A couple Wretch mentions here. We got Windrush, I think, with Theo and Nesta Marley, Neil.
Yes. Oh man,
Let's
that
do
song. I played that
much of
so many times. I think that's on my Apple actually like recap. I think as well. That song right there. Yeah. Love. Yo,
The
what?
bumper is hitting. He's singing.
Yo, I'm telling you, I don't care. I don't care if I'm off key. But yeah, that song right there, I'll be playing this vibes, man, pure vibes. It's like, vibes. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And then we've got Saber and No ID. Neil, you had a breakdown. No, we touched on that a little bit.
Yes.
Misery.
Yes.
I had Misery on mine. Billy Woods. We touched on that. And then we're going to get to Fuji again. I see that on yours, Sam. And Horcrux as well, Sam. You had Horcrux.
Yeah, well, Horcrux,
Horcrux
for me,
is-
Horcrux did something to me. I was on I sound like who's going to be my Hall of Fame or Moment of the Year person, but let me just say this. I was on a train in Poland heading from the middle of nowhere back to Gdansk, yeah, and I put on the Lil Khan album and it touched me differently. So Horcrux hit me differently.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great. We barely spoke about that. That's another great album this year.
That
It has
album, this is the
it's been a
problem with this
stacked
year.
Yeah,
We need to, I think,
the album's
our
incredible.
January episode, we need to talk about what we missed and then what we're anticipating because there's a lot that we need to kind of talk about that we're not getting to because of 1, time, and 2, just this is the craziest year on record.
I want to double Calypso Gene as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've got
that song.
your number one.
Calypso Gene is crazy.
I'm serious about this Arm & Hammer album.
No, I hear you though. I had Nil by Mouth on mine, but like, there's some serious songs on this Arm & Hammer album.
I'm going to be super real with you, Kill, because I feel like I let you down when I told you I haven't really been listening to it. But there's two things. One, and this isn't as good as a podcaster. I didn't listen to enough music this sort of last month just because of life being busy. But two, that Danny Brown album fucked me up. Like actually,
Oh god, yeah, it saps your whole energy. It's too much in it.
It rewired my brain, son. I was in the gym at like 6:30, and these noises, I didn't know what the noises were. I was like, what is going on? I had no food in me. I was like, you know when you take an electrolyte too early and it's like, it fucks you up a little bit as well. You need to get some food.
You were just a vessel for the music.
Yeah, and the way it was like tweaking my brain, I was like, and the whole rest of the day, I was like, I just feel off. So off, man. And I think it just ruined.
You've done me dirty with this Arm & Hammer. I'm not going to lie. I was here last week recording. I was the only one talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I ain't gonna lie, this year's been a weird one, but you're right. Danny Brown did do some great stuff, and also I want to say, I've been saying it. De La Soul probably might have my song of the year, but
that album's crazy.
Really
you know
good,
I can't stop playing it. I can't stop playing
I can't
this
do that
album
because it's just come out. So I don't know how we're gonna do the awards next year, but I definitely don't want to do from November, December, to whatever next year. But I just want to highlight that. Maybe we'll do it in the next episode. But man,
can I say something? I know we're probably going to get to it when we talk about highlights and moments of the year. There's the Mass Appeal Legend Has It series, which I think's been great, and it's been a kind of continuation for me of this like return to regionality in hip hop. Like we spoke about how West Coast artists were really starting to embrace their heritage and following the beef. Even Tyler this year, Chance with the whole sort of homage to Chicago, Joey's album. But I feel like this whole series has really been a sort of like a swan song for that era of New York hip hop. But I feel like this De La Soul album, out of all of them, is the most like progressive. I feel like all the other ones have been like harking back. You said it, yeah? Oh, great.
Yeah.
I was listening to it last week on the plane actually, which is amazing. Cabin in the Sky and all that. I was, it took me on a little bit of a journey, but I was like, oh shit, this is actually really special. I need to sit with this one. They're doing something different than all the other artists in this series, where they're really trying to like push their sound forward. So I'm glad that everyone likes it. And I'm sure I think this next category we might be maybe get into a track. I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move on. Best feature.
So those are the honorable mentions. So that's why I'm scrolling up so much.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll run through the list and we'll get to those at the end. So, number 5, Kendrick Lamar, Chains and Whips.
Chips and Waynes.
I was about to say that as well. It's getting late. Number 4 is Kano on Dave, Chapter 16. Number 3, Tyler the Creator on Clips, POV. Number 2, Bashi on George's Fuji. And number 1, Boldy James on Duffel Bag Hottie's Revenge by Benny the Butcher. I've got to be honest, I don't know what to say about this one getting number 1 because I can't explain why I love this verse, but every time I hear it, I'm like, he just blacks out. Like he does
black out though. I'm sorry, he just
I think I've just had too much Boldy this year, and this was the best of that Boldy.
Sure.
But like, what's he even talking about? Do you know, like, I think it's the flow. I think it's the way he's riding the beat.
The flow, and he doesn't. But he doesn't stop. Clear. But he does not stop though. Like, when you think it's coming to a stop and yet he's still going, and then you're like, how much more do you have to say? And he just carries on, and I'm just like blown away by it.
Because Benny does his thing as well. Benny's verse is good.
Yeah, Benny's verse is fantastic. Yeah. But Boldy comes through and says, "All right, bet." You know what I mean? Let me show you something.
And it's effortless to him. It's effortless as well. That's the thing with Boldy. It's like, the swag on that one is crazy. But I don't know about you lot, when I'm thinking about best feature of the year, the thing I first go to is like, did this person like shine on that track? If you're featuring on a beat and like either you're kind of on the same level as others, or like you're not whichever artist you're featuring with, if they've still got that, they've picked you to it with their verse, I'm not really considering it, no matter how good the feature verse is. But I feel like a lot of these, and particularly like obviously my own, personal preference in that, that's what separates it when we're talking about feature of the year. It's like, did you hop on that beat and own it? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the kind of what I look for anyway.
I
and
think
I
that's
feel
why,
like
for example, POV, Pharrell had to switch the beat for Malice's verse because Tyler was so good in that middle bit. It was like, yeah, we like Malice is coming different though. We need to switch it up even more.
guys, I'm gonna be real. I feel like Malice had that. I've got to be honest.
Malice did. Malice had the better verse
Malice
on
did
that
have
track.
that. Yeah.
But
I think
Tyler's
Malice
was
had it.
so good, it made this.
But you know, I think for me it was great as well. Like I didn't read the titles. I didn't know Tyler was coming in. So when I was listening to it, I didn't know who was going to come in next. So when I heard Tyler coming, I was like, oh shit! I got gassed. I was like, yeah, that Tyler, yeah.
That's good.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's sick. So I was gassed when I
get
heard
that.
them come through.
I get that. But that reasoning that I just gave it applies to Bashi as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Because George and Koji do their thing, but Bashi,
Yeah.
whoa, he came on aggressive on that one as well.
I
When
want
you
to
say that, why
say,
all these rappers talking about killing, the murder rate's not high enough or something like that? I was like, what? Wow. He killed it on this one.
I think as well the delivery of that. He's like, how many rappers are killers? How? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah. I think Bashi's had a great time the last few years. When did his album come out? Last year? Am I right in
Last
saying
year,
that?
yeah. He's been on it's been his time ever since. Since that album.
And this verse was honestly one of the best verses of the year. I mean, it got beat out for obvious reasons, but it's relevant. It's it's talking to the right stuff. I would 100% say that Bashi's outdone himself and put on a really good show for the rest of the world, because we are global with the podcast. So people around the rest of the world listen to this song. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then we got Kano on Dave's Chapter 16. That came in at fourth.
Can I ask what part of this you guys like? Because if it's the end part, then I would like to remove this from the list.
What do you mean?
What are we doing now, man? Come on! I don't know why we do this like through
I'm gonna
laziness,
quote
man.
you.
What the
like,
hell's
word for
going
word.
on?
You said when this track dropped, that's one of the verses of these. Yeah, this verse. is too
The
prominent.
verse, not the lifestyle bougie. You're bougie. I'm eating goosey. No, I don't want
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Don't
Wow.
want that. That end piece needs to be a skit on the side. I don't
Stop
listen
it.
to that song because I know that's gonna happen. I see you, bro. What the thing with the fat? Oh, fuck me! Don't do that. Don't do that. Make a song like that was the most discreet podcast he's done, because that was a podcast that he put in there again. He had a guest for once.
Nah, man.
Again.
Hey, nah, lifestyle bougie, man.
Do you know what I loved about that verse is it felt like Kano was just kind of saying a lot of the things, like how I actually feel about where he's at in his career, and he kind of like, how do I word this? I can't. No, I think it's too late in the night. I need to think of my words before I go forward.
Too late in the night. What are you talking about, boy? It's the award show.
Hey, come on now. Hey, Neil's back. Neil's back.
I was gonna say.
Oh, shit. Oh,
No,
hang on.
No. Keep that in. That's
I thought we'd lost it.
Nah, man, you gotta let that shit fly, man.
Yes,
Go
speak.
ahead.
I needed someone to like to tag in there and help me out, but Jack, man.
We're just listening, man.
No, yeah, do your thing, man. You're good. You could ISO.
He spoke the thing that everyone was thinking, but it's like self-awareness, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's. Do you know what it is? Is that we all hold Kano to a very high degree, and I think that a lot of other people that are invested in this are, but I don't think a lot of people that listen to Dave maybe know that. So the kind of like wasn't really a history lesson. It was he was spitting game. I guess that's what I'm trying to say about the industry, about his legacy. And although it was conversational and it very much required the pair of them, there's a reason why I think that Kano was allowed more sort of freedom to go off and spit what he was spitting. And I know, look, Sam's taking the piss and all that, but I quite liked it, man. I quite enjoyed the conversational style and
It's tongue in cheek.
It is, yeah.
It's endearing and all that.
It's not
but,
bad. I'm just being my regular self,
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything to say about Kano?
I thought he delivered really well. I thought it was a really, really nice back and forth. It wasn't like a typical song. the video that definitely reflects the song for sure. It's like a scene in like a, I don't know, from a TV show or a musical, if you want to call it that, or a skit. But it was good. I liked it. I like Kano's flow. I love it. And had to hear it in a conversational piece as well was very cool as well.
Yeah. Skipping a little bit, you had a different Kano feature, didn't you, Neil? You had his feature on Wretch's album in your top 5.
Yes,
So
that
what was
cool.
it about that one that picked it for you?
Man, again, the flow, man. The Kano's essence. He has like, let's call it the Kano effect. You know, KA effect. Like when he hops on the track, he's leaving with something. Do you know what I mean? And he leaves an impression, and it's just, he's so unique, and his delivery is. He's one of those artists. I'll put him in the category of I don't know if I'm speaking too boldly here, or what's the rum talking, but he's like a Ludacris, a Busta Rhymes, a Missy Elliott. He's very unique, but very impactful in his artistry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and his qualities was always high, and it always works. It always works, and I think that's why I like him. I like unique artists that have a high quality. You know what I mean? There's no point being unique for me if you don't bring the quality. I think he always brings that, and I like him on that track. He's just, yeah. It's he's a punch in his words. You know how Malice, when he talks, you hold into what he's saying when he starts his verse. I feel the same with Kano. I kind of like just, I pay attention.
Yeah, hold your attention. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
But Kano's doing a lot sometimes, isn't he? Like he gets mad intricate with the flows and
exactly. So I'm saying, and it's just, you're just like, how the.
And I think that's part. Do you know what? And I mean this with the utmost respect as well. And it's more a detriment to like our friends across the pond. I think that's maybe why he hasn't quite popped off over there. Because I remember back in the day, I'm surely I'm not on my own with this. I remember early days reading about how like Jay-Z was co-signing Kano, right? Am I right in that?
Say that again, sorry?
Yeah. I feel like Jay-Z, like way back in the day when Kano was first like popping off, I think when Kano was first popping off, Jay-Z was someone that was like, he recognised Kano basically. But I think that because the way he delivers his bars, his voice particularly, the way he sort of switches up the accents, how intricate he is with his, like he's so unique with his flow, as you say. I feel like it's not been, the Americans struggle with our accents as it is, do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's maybe hindered him in terms of popping off over there, but I wouldn't want him to be any other way. I'm not saying that he should have like dialed it down and sort of went more sort of palatable and whatnot. But
well, he went through that phase where he did do that though.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
what's that song called?
Second, third album that time.
What's that song called where he did that kind of Kanye West kind of that synthesizer kind of sound? What was that? What song was that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking
about.
So many artists were lost at one point, right?
Yeah, he wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
It was a weird time.
Funny though.
It was a weird time.
Even more reason why I'm glad he didn't sort of, go that route. But I feel we're kind of going off a bit on a tangent. But no, Kano is incredible, and I feel like that. Well, both verses, but back to chapter 16. I feel like that
any
one
year
really...
Kano drops a feature, he'll be on this list in the top.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt.
And then just one more feature, because Theo, you had them pretty high. Kendrick on Chains and Whips. Do you want to talk a little bit about that before we?
Well, it's just what he did with the verse. It was just so technical. What he did, like the whole
the genius thing, or the gen, whatever it's called.
The gen thing. The gen scheme is crazy. But even what he was doing, if you actually really deep the bars, when he references a certain like thing at the end, he'll then reference it in the next bar, and they all tie together. It's just like the whole. When I was reading it and I was looking at Rap Genius and actually processing what he was doing on that verse, it was just crazy, just absolutely crazy.
I think I remember when I first heard it, the first 8 bars, I was like, where's he going with this? What are we doing here? And then when he goes into that scheme, it was like, oh shit,
that Gemini vibe
takes over.
It's ridiculous.
And apparently he recorded that in the midst of all what was going on last year, and you can hear it. I think there's an aggression in his voice, but No, another mainstay. I feel like if Kendrick drops a feature, he tends to end up in the top 5. Few honourable mentions here. Stove God Cooks, a couple.
Come on,
Oh,
he's
come on.
listening,
Come
bro. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Come on.
Me and him had a little interaction on the DMs. Stove God is tapped the fucking shot. Hey, listen, stuck in Stove.
Yeah, he killed it. He
Carry
killed
on.
it.
Sorry.
You know what, Sean? I must say you had the foresight of how sick his feature was on the Clips album.
No. Get it right. Sean introduced us to Stove God about 3 years ago,
man.
and since then we've all been locked into Stove God.
Honestly, Reasonable Drought, that album's serious. I want the next album because this guy's cooking
It's coming. Don't
so
worry.
much.
I told you. I spoke to Stove.
Honestly.
He said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "This time next year we'll have a different conversation."
Oh, let's go, man! Because this guy, I've just been
Stovey.
waiting.
It's crazy. I can't lie. Like the way he raps, like the way he did that chorus, insane. And the encore that you get from the crowd when that song plays, it's different, man.
Yeah,
it's
it pops off.
different.
It really pops off.
That's not the first time Stove God's done a hook like that, though. He does it all the
West Side
time.
Guns all the time.
All the time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think it's just it placed him in the perfect spot to be like, cool. Now everyone hear this.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that had never heard of Stove God that now know because of the Clips project. And I hope
That was me.
Yeah, but I hope they go and listen to his other stuff. Stove God is
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but I saw him on Jada and Joe Fat Joe's podcast.
Yeah.
And he played a clip of the Marvin Gaye record.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That crazy. I was like, okay. All right, this is what he's doing something. He's in his. I think he's one to watch. Like, and not he's big already, but I feel like
he is one to watch. He's got some
do you know
ways
what I
to
mean?
go. Yeah.
Potential's crazy right now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And do you know what? It's one of those rare occasions where an artist that I really like only drops a hook, and the hook's so good I don't need a feature. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need the verse. Sorry. Like a lot of the time it's like, oh, I wish they dropped a 16 or even an 8 or whatever. But this one, the hook is so good. I just
You don't need nothing else.
Don't need it.
Yeah.
The Fetty line is just.
Yeah.
Where does he come up with this type of stuff? And the delivery, my shoulders turn you inside out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Bro.
Crazy. The Fresh Prince. Come on.
Did you get what I mean?
That was a bar.
He thinks
Every line.
differently, bro. Like Stove God is
I'm sorry. The Fresh Prince one was the biggest bar for me. That was like, okay. All right. Cool.
Insane.
Yeah.
Okay. And Nas. And Nas got a couple of mentions.
Yeah, because I didn't even know you could vote for this, man. I would have had it right up there. Like, this is a travesty, man.
What do you think the awards are for?
No, because it was a cut-off. It was a cut. No, it was a cut-off. No, you say
right, I see
letting
what
me
you mean,
down.
I see what
There's
you
a
mean.
cut-off.
I see what
Like
you mean, yeah.
we actually agreed that we're not gonna.
No,
we're talking about in terms. Oh my God, this
the original
album came
cut-off
up on the
The original cut-off
The
was
original
different.
cut-off. We weren't including stuff like from like November 21st when this album came out. Otherwise, I would have been voting Nas. Hell, you would have been high.
So I don't know if just for the viewers' benefit, we're recording this on Monday the 8th of December. So there might be one or two things that we miss. That's why this disagreement's taking place right now. But yeah, if we miss, like Nas is dropping this Friday, I think with Primo, there's going to be another sort of secret or surprise drop in the Legend Has It series. But just in case people getting up in arms about us missing stuff out and whatnot, like Daylar as well. But yeah, anyway, sorry, continue. Nas, one of you had the Omerta, one of you had Run It Back.
I originally had Omerta, but then I thought,
Omerta's
you know what? Like,
disgusting
I'm
as
sitting
well,
here, Run It Back dropped. That's actually a better verse,
Oh, it is a better verse. He goes crazy on
But
that.
Omerta's amazing too. Genuinely, Omerta would have been in my top 5, but the Run It Back one, when I listened to it, I'm just like, how is he? He sounds like he's from Illmatic on this track, like for real. He's really.
He's just sounding hella fresh and current. It's
the
just
speed
mad.
he's spitting is crazy. I can't. I need to digest it still, but I know it's crazy what he's doing.
Yeah, he sounded incredible on that. I'll give him that because I know I was a bit critical of his verse one of his verses on the Mobb Deep album, wasn't I? The one with Georgia Smith.
I can understand why you were critical of that.
It's
that
the
makes
delivery
sense.
he was trying to do. I get why you criticised it, but you also criticised his clips feature as well, I remember.
Do you know what? It wasn't might have come across critical. I think because Kendrick and Tyler did their thing, and Stove God, of course. It was like this one was. Nas has dropped so much great stuff this sort of decade so far that it just didn't wow me as much. But Run It Back, I hear it. Yeah. And the Omerta as well. They're good picks. They're both good picks.
Even the original version of Omerta where he's dissing.
The original one is phenomenal. The way he disses Jim Jones is crazy though, man. Like he turns his character upside down, man. He fucked him up. I'm not gonna lie.
Doesn't feel like the kind of thing a business owner would do though.
Yeah,
I see why he didn't put it out.
But just a few more mentions before we move to the final category. So I know I had clips in my top 5 on Jid's Community. Look, Jid did his absolute thing on that track, but both of them pushed as well. But Malice's verse, powerful, man. The whole Mob Deep scheme and what he's talking about. I thought that was a really good feature. I see, Sam, you got Skylar Blatt on Benny's project.
Oh,
Money and
fuck
Power.
me! Don't even get me hyped up again, bro. That verse is crazy. Oh my god, that verse is fucking crazy. No, Skylar Blatt, she does a lot on that verse. Like that whole song's really good, but she says some crazy stuff. It's like, you know, when what's his name? Denzel Curry had that song with A$AP Ferg and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hot Ones. Mm-hmm. That girl that was rapping on there, was it Tia Corrine or something like that? Tia Corrine? Mm-hmm. It's that same kind of energy. She shows up as a female, and you know we don't like to do that kind of split. She shows up
as a female? Wait, what?
Oh, Kieran, don't do that. You know what I mean? She's a woman on a song, and she shows up and she has the best verse. That's what I mean. Don't do that, Kieran. You meant to go to bed.
Are some women showing up as men? Like, what's going on?
What the fucky? Right, we need to move swiftly on. She shows up as a woman on a track that's full of men and does the best.
I get it. Bruiser Wolf on Black Christmas. We've already touched on that. And then last one, Big Sean. Theo, you had Big Sean on Hood Politics.
Because he went crazy on that. If you listen to Big Sean, he went absolutely nuts on that track. Just the flow is insane.
I've got Big Sean fatigue though. I've got Big Sean fatigue. I don't know. Maybe it's his voice. I'm not impressed by him.
Don't do him like that, man.
It's personal. It's not factual. It's just personal fatigue.
Oh, okay. It's fair.
But there's some other features though, because remember Jid's feature on Jid's feature on Alfredo 2.
Nice.
Freddie's song. He absolutely snaps. Yeah.
I was going to bring up Jid in the next category as well. Yeah, Jid needs. Oh, and also, I didn't really have it in my top 5. It just missed out. Offset Bodies with Jid. Crazy.
Yeah,
that's a good song. I heard that. Yeah.
That should have been on the best song category, you know.
Yeah, let's segue because let's get into that, and maybe we need to talk about that one. Even though, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just get there. Actually, no, wait, we did best song, didn't we?
Yeah, we've done. Yeah,
best rapper.
Man. What the fuck?
This is what I'm saying. We need to move expressly.
We need to have a break.
Don't worry, the next 3 sections will be really quick, and then we'll be out of here. So let's do best rapper. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my days!
Right, last but not least, we are at the final category, best rapper. Okay, number 5, Koji Radical. Number 4, Pusha T. Number 3, Billy Woods. Number 2, Boldy James, and number 1, well-deserved Malice. Wow, 20 out of 25 on the score. That's high. Who wants to go with Malice, man?
I think it's only right that Neil starts talking, or Theo, that one of the 2 people that love Malice.
What? No, yeah, but I'm shocked. I thought Boldy would be number 1. I'm not even going to keep it a buck, man. What is going on? I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I was shocked as well.
You and me both. I thought we all subconsciously agreed that Billy Woods is rapper of the year, but then Sean's bumped him up to the top, Neil's got him at the top, and somehow their 2 tops make it bigger than our 2 tops. You know what I mean? I don't get that. The maths is massive.
I'm actually in shock. You know that? I'm sat here, and when I see Boldy James at 2, I'm like, is this right? What's going on?
Boldy's dropped 9 albums. You say he's not number 1.
Kieran, you can't talk. You put Billy Woods at the top, so don't even try to talk like that. If you put Billy Woods at the top, then you should. You know what I mean? You should have put
Hey.
Boldy there, and then
you can check my list. Boldy was number one. I am
I should have done. I should have put Boldy down 5 times. I know I should have done it.
Nah, I'm in shock. I was properly expecting Boldy James to be number one. Don't get me wrong, I love Malice, but nah, Boldy James is number one to me, man.
I said at the jump, I said this list doesn't represent me entirely, but I appreciate how it's made. Come on, then. Someone talk about Malice.
No.
Hey, look.
If we're talking about Malice has killed it this year, man. To come back after all these years of not rapping and just to lay verse after verse and just like honestly, on that Clips album, I don't even want to say it in the way that I want to say it, but it's true. This guy probably can I say outshines Pusha T?
Yeah,
maybe it's just a surprise. Yeah, because he just comes in and he's just barring. Like, some of the verses on here are just absolutely incredible. He's painting pictures. It's insane what he's doing. And then when he goes on like the features as well, some of these features on like the other track, like on Jid's album, I'm just like, this guy is just rapping his ass off. Like, it's unbelievable, man. It's just So you've got to give him his flowers.
No, for sure. I think. Go on, Neil. You go.
Nah, so I just just what you're saying. Like, he's gone away, come back, and done what he's done. Like Theo said, and it makes me wonder. Like, has he been practicing this whole time, or has he been doing it for so long that
it's part of him, isn't it? The rapping is part of him, so he's never going to stop rapping like that.
Yeah, but it's just incredible because not anyone can do what he's done. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Like, how many rappers do you know that can have a hiatus as long as or as long as he has, and come back and release an album that's potentially going to be Grammy Award winning, that's reached high in the charts, that's well received internationally. Like, that's just insane to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a mid album at all. This is like success out the gate. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely like his delivery and some things he's saying. I was like, how did you do that? And it's so impressive, and it's so inspiring to listen to someone like him rap. It's different. It's different. It's very, very different. There's a conscious to it. There's a fun element to it. The artistry is great, and there's so many quotable lines from the both of them. But especially from him, and his delivery is something that a lot of people can take.
I'm not even saying quotables. I'm saying whole verses that you have to break down and study like a university scholar.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Is like it's a rare feat that your whole verse can be so memorable, but not just memorable, but like instantly memorable. I think we touched on it before, where I said that I felt like Malice was the most economic rapper this year.
Like, bar for bar, there's a high. Yeah.
And I think that there's other things as well. I think a big part of it is the journey, and that, you know, he stepped away from the industry. Well, but I know there's been the odd feature over the years, and he had his sort of solo career that he went off and did on the side, like with the Christian rap stuff and that. So he wasn't like completely gone for 16 years, but from like in the public eye and in sort of in our sort of consciousness, it was a comeback, you know. And to be this fresh, especially at his age as well, and to, you know, we're saying here he outshone Pusha. I think I'm glad that Pusha made the top 5 as well. I want to say that. I think that
that's surprising.
What Pusha gave to that album with the hooks and the and just, I mean, to me, he's one of the greatest to ever do it in terms of delivery. Pusha T, I just think he sounds
that goes
incredible.
without doubt. Yeah.
And but what he did was, I talk about Clips being a very sort of even duo, in that like a lot of the main duos, there's the star and then there's you know, we talk about Outkast and we talk about, you know, whatever. Whereas with them, it's always felt very neck and neck. But yeah, I think that maybe the additional thing with this was it, you know, being the comeback for Malice, sounding this fresh and just being this sort of powerful. I think that's the word. Is a powerful artist. I think when you, like you say, you hold on to every word. And then you think about things like, we talk about Community, the feature, we talk about the Tiny Desk performance. Obviously, me and Neil saw them live as well. Every category, I think he's excelled in. And yeah, he may not be the writer that Billy Woods is, or have dropped as much music as Boldy, or like pushed himself like a Sims did. But I think all things considered, yeah, it had to be his year. It had to be his year this year.
Yeah.
And they're brothers as well,
pun,
so they're, you know what I mean. That's a crazy thing that we're never going to see again. As two brothers taking over like that.
But look, I think it's a good list. This top five here. I think, I mean, there's one. I think we all maybe have, or most of us have one other person in there, that would make the honourable mentions. But I think that Malice, Boldy, Woods, Pusha T, that's a solid top four right there. I think that these guys have definitely been on a level above most of the rest. But what about Koji? I was quite surprised about Koji making the top five. I'll be honest. No disrespect to Koji, but considering I've seen some of the honourable mentions, people like Sims and Nas. Sam's got Rock Marcy. I've got Jid. So why do we think Koji's made it?
Well, I think he's just slipped in at the end there because he's number 4 for me and number 3 for Theo. I don't see him in anyone else's list. So however the maths is mathed out, maybe just because of that overlap, that's why he's made it in. But I honestly, and I think Theo agrees with this, Koji made a grown man album and it hit me in a grown man part of my life. Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's true. He was talking real shit. He was talking real mature type things. It wasn't like just like what you sometimes hear like with surface level when you might have it as background listening. This album made you sit down and you had to listen to it, and it was relevant as well. And when something like that hits you, you're going to sit down and you're going to listen and you're going to relate to it, and you learn lessons from it. It was just it's just grown my music. So that's why I think he's made the list, because it's something that you can actually pass this album on to other people around our age and like, right, look, plug this and listen to this. This is mature type music.
Yeah, it gives you that feeling of like you're not alone in a lot of the issues you thought you might have been alone in. Sometimes you have these thoughts, not saying they're all negative or like really bad thoughts, but you question yourself, like any person would. And he just voices those opinions, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a skill. That is a skill, I think, to be that sort of relatable. And don't get me wrong, I think he's a great rapper, and the album's fantastic. I mean, it's won the award for us, but I think when I like those other 4 guys mentioned, and for me personally, like Jid, on a technical level, I know like his album's not quite landed with people, but when
Jid
I think
could
about
have actually
Bodies,
made the top 5, especially with that feature on.
I think we've got recency bias because Jid dropped so early in the year. I think we kind of let it go. I haven't even listened to Jid's album more than twice because it was so much. I couldn't actually take it in at the time. So maybe I've actually missed a step there.
I think a lot of, in fairness though, I think a lot of people have, and I think, and look, as much as I liked it at the time, I've not gone back to it that much. I think it's an album that will, like, in a couple of years, people go back to it and go, yeah, we maybe missed this one. I think he's doing more in there than people give him credit for. But yeah, if it's like on a technical level, Jid just crept in mind, just because I feel like I don't hear anyone rapping like at that speed, saying as much as he's saying, with the delivery that he's got, on the sort of the breadth of production that he ends up on as well.
But you highlighted something there that I think is why I can't listen to him too much, the speed. I don't really like fast rapping.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, he is fast. He is very fast.
He's very fast.
Saba could have made this list as well. He was rapping nice on his album.
Saba. Saba's, and do you know what? Saba's that great blend of the sort of the modern melodies and the modern melodic type rappers with that sort of old school Midwest Chicago feel. He can spit, he can rap his ass off, but he's got that in his locker as well.
Yeah, he's got soulful vibes to him. I'm also know him as like a sing rap feature on, what's her name? No Name stuff and Jid stuff. That's more so where I come across him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, there was Sims was Neil. You had Sims in your list. I think Sims is always going to be up there, in the conversation. And like I say, when I was talking about Malice, I think she really pushed herself artistically, and I always take that into consideration as well. Even if it everything didn't quite land, I think that she did something pretty to go through what she went through as well and produce that body of work deserves mention. Nas, of course, has dropped a ton of features and he's got an album coming out this year. So,
but also with Nas, this week, he's been on my tongue like all year, even though he's barely dropped anything. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. He's definitely one of the big rappers this year.
And then Rock Marciano, Sam. I mean, you've had a whole experience this year with that man.
I don't know what was going on with me recently and Rock Marciano, but I tell you this: I've heard him, I've listened to him, but something clicked this year, and I can only describe it as the Coldest Profession came out, and I realized that I have not been paying attention to what was going on with Rock Marciano. What caught me was the title, because he's basically saying being a rapper is like the coolest job you can have. which is very, very true. If you go to someone and you go, I'm a rapper, they go, oh, that's cool. But like, if you're a rapper and you're actually making money, then who is really when I say richer, I mean in quotes, because obviously there's businessmen and whoever else is richer than you. But being a rapper is the coolest thing ever. And this album, project, whatever, Primo, DJ Premier, absolutely kills it on the production. But Rock Marciano delivers some of the best quotables and bars you will ever hear in your fucking life. And I think I actually said listen to Glory Hole, maybe is what I said. That's why I put him as rapper of the year. Yeah, Glory Hole is a fantastic song. Obviously, now when you say that title out loud, much like G-dubs, it sounds wrong. But listen to Glory Hole by Rock Marciano, and you tell me this guy is not a fucking crazy rapper. And he's got such good beat selection. He doesn't pick any bad beats. He just picks very unique, weird, wacky beats.
This is the thing. I feel like he pushed Primo even on that project as well, because he was making him do different kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, and he makes what I would call classic hip hop bangers, like Prayer Hands. That could be recorded in the 90s or it could have been recorded this week, but it sounds so fresh and so good. So yeah, I wanted Rock Marciano to make Rapper of the Year behind Billy Woods, but I completely understand that Rock Marciano is one of those underground legends and he might just stay there. Unless Stove God puts him on his new album, because a lot of eyes are on Stove God right now. And I feel like Rock Marciano and Stove God have worked together in the past.
Yeah, Rock Marcy produced Stove God's album. Reasonable.
There you go. So that's where I started learning about Rock Marciano. That's where Sean said then, yeah, okay. Yeah. That just proves it then. I'm in a whole different sector of enjoying rap now. If I'm listening to Bruiser Wolf, Stove God and Rock, I'm out of the mainstream. But they're so good. So good.
Yeah, so good. All right, well, we're pretty much near the end. I think just before we cap it off with our sort of moments and highlights of the year as well as the Hall of Fame, I'll just quickly run through the award winners. So best album goes to both Little Sims for Lotus and Koji Radical for Don't Look Down. Best beat is Clips, So Be It, produced by Pharrell Williams. Best producer, 4 years in a row, The Alchemist. Breakthrough artist goes to Bruiser Wolf. Best song is Clips with Ace Trumpets. Best feature is Boldy James with Duffel Bag Hottie's Revenge by Benny the Butcher. And best rapper, well deserved, goes to Malice of the Clips. Should we just quickly go around, just blast through moment of the year, highlight of the year?
Yeah, let's do it first. Let's do it. Let's start with Theo. Let's hear Theo's moment of the year.
Oh, well, mine's many. It's got to just be the Legend Has It series. I just think the Legend Has It series is just like, I've really enjoyed it. So, yes, it's not a specific moment, but it's moments throughout the year. What Mass Appeal have done.
Tell us about what Legend Has It, because we don't know.
Like, so what Nas has done with Mass Appeal was like sort of like, so he went on a crazy run with Hit Boy, and now he's got his own like his Mass Appeal, and he's produced a series, and he's getting all like these OG rappers coming back. So it started off with Slick Rick's album, which was decent, and they're bringing the likes of Ghostface Killer back with Supreme Clientele too, and then you got Raekwon, and then they brought what I'm trying to think of the album after that, Mobb Deep. Like, how we haven't spoken about Mobb Deep's
so all of these archival albums, this is a Nas thing that he's done.
This is a Nas thing. This is what Mass Appeal. So there was Mobb Deep. Then it was then we had Big L's album. Then you have De La Soul, and now Nas is coming with Primo, the album that has been waiting for years and years. But this has all been sort of his idea to get everybody listening to that classic. Like, obviously can't really say they're the pioneers, but obviously the people that inspired so many from the 90s, and just saying that, look, they're not done. Like, we may be slightly older, but we can still rap, and we can still rap at a good level, and just to put some remembrance on how good they are, because projects like that De La Soul album and Mobb Deep album are just phenomenal, and they just remind listeners of how good they were, and it's just nice to shout them out, because obviously we've lost the likes of Dave in De La Soul, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, so it's nice just to have a nice touch just to show how good they were, and it's just a great moment to see, really.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, that's a nice moment. Neil, let's bring you back into the waking world.
No, I'm here, man. I'm here. I heard the whole thing. I think for me is mine will probably be the Clips, them coming back and releasing the album. That was like the biggest moment of the year for me, because they came with a new sound, and it sounded so amazing and just so current and just so like fresh. I relived why I loved them in the first place, and went back to their old albums, and I fell in love with them all over again. And it was just a nice, moment for them. It was nice for me to see them have success. It was fun talking about them on the podcast. It was fun watching them doing the Tiny Desk and other interviews. I'm just happy for them, really, just to see them go through what they went through and still be able to give us fans something that we can all love and cherish for more years to come. Like, what was it, like 15 time years or whatever it is since their last
16, yeah.
That's insane. Like, who does that? You know what I mean? That's that's just unheard of. Like, sometimes we criticize people that take forever between projects, but we was never anticipating this. Like, we was never thinking, oh my god, like
Clips might come back.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? It wasn't even on the table. Pushing's still
exactly.
active. Clips isn't coming back. It's fine, but there you go.
Yeah, it just wasn't a thing. So it was like Christmas came early. So yeah, it was fun. It was really nice, and it was a nice surprise.
Return of the album rollout, the conventional album rollout. I enjoyed that. All the interviews and everything like that, and good pick.
All right, Red Room Kieran, let's hear what you're saying. What's the
Red
moment
Room,
of the year?
shit.
Oh my
Have you seen
God,
that film?
Damn.
Nah, I know what a Red Room is though, but he is in a Red Room.
How you know what Red Room is?
I enjoyed the Joey Badass beef with Daylight and Ray Vaughan.
Oh yeah, that was a good moment.
I know. I only remember this past week that happened.
Yes,
this year.
that was good.
But
That was good.
it was just fun, you know. It
was
felt
fun,
like
yeah.
the Drake Kendrick beef last year. It was like a B grade version of it, but
It weren't quite as personal, was it? But, yeah.
no. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, I listened to the tracks; they were hard still. I was impressed. Joey was really spitting at that point.
Do you remember when I made that document trying to like keep all the tracks like in one
Then
place?
you gave
for us?
up quite promptly.
And it got too crazy. I think there was like over 100 in the end. I was like, I can't do this, man. I'm literally wasting
like
ages.
the whole scene just came alive at that point and was like, let's get into this. And it felt a bit opportunistic, but I liked the quality of music that was coming out.
Yeah. Kieran, that angle's crazy. I wish people like this could see the way.
We could do video.
Oh,
Listen,
good.
2026. People comment on the YouTube, by the way. Shout out to the YouTube crowd, yeah? Comment right now if you're tired of looking at a fucking spreadsheet and you want to see Sean's office, my office, Neil's front room, whatever room Theo's in his house. I think it's an office / playroom. And just watch Kieran go on tour around his whole house. He goes from the bed to the sofa to the... You know what I mean? He's like a Skepta song. He's all over the house.
Oh, wow. Who's next? Moment of the year.
I'll go next because I think yours is probably a lot better than mine. Mine's just Tony Yayo. I don't know why. Tony Yayo's been on a lot of podcasts recently, and he's been saying some hilarious stuff. So I just enjoyed Tony Yayo this year. I don't know why, but he's been on Vlad loads of times. But this year he's been like just out talking his life everywhere. And I watched him on Club Shay Shay a couple months ago. I saw him on some other stuff, and he's dropping like all the background story of 50 Cent. And it's just better to hear from someone else rather than from themselves.
It's funny. That is funny.
And then Tony Yayo also has a quotable that I'm going to drop in here. It's going to be like a 3-minute long clip here, yeah. But he just basically talks about going around the world eating a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll be honest, this is how I am. I was like, I was in Bulgaria eating pork ribs the other day. I was in France eating fried chicken and rice. You know what I mean? Tony Yayo is my moment of the year.
He's funny.
All the shit he's been up to.
Fair enough.
He's funny.
Yeah. So God, sure, sorry.
Wow,
Your moment is better than
I
mine.
can't
Mine's
really
just
top that.
no, mine's just stupid though. Like you have to watch it to find it funny, but Tony Yayo is hilarious.
He'd be like, I'm in Abu Dhabi.
They gave us bear. I don't even know how to do this caviar pancakes. They shut down the whole restaurant.
I haven't seen this.
My favorite place
Oh, my God.
is on the jet to Morocco eating duck. Like, what the I'll send the video in the group because the video is fucking hilarious.
Please do. I can't really follow that. No, my one's it's a very much a like personal fan thing. It was Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah,
That was
a big
moment for
moment.
me.
Yeah,
I think it was the fact that Kendrick did the Kendrick thing and was like, I'm not going to do the whole legacy thing. I'm going to get cerebral. And I know for some people it might have been sort of like just sort of going over old ground and longing off the battle. But I think there were some there were some Easter eggs in there that added to certain tracks. So I think about things like Peekaboo and obviously Samuel L. Jackson being involved and the whole story arc. I thought it was an incredible show.
Yep.
Serena Williams. There were so
Serena
many
Williams was crazy.
so many moments within that moment, and then just to follow it up with the tour, highest grossing for a solo artist, to seeing the people in South America and like Germany and like, all these random places just going crazy to Kendrick songs. As a fan, you know, listen, Kendrick. It's not like Kendrick's never been. He's always been, as long as we've kind of known him, a huge artist. But to see him reach this height, it was as a fan, it was incredible. So that would be mine. Yeah.
No, that's a good solid moment. I'll be honest, Kendrick has reached new heights this year, and I hope that he capitalizes on it with the next album. We don't need a Mr. Morale. We don't want it to Pimp a Butterfly. Give us a good Kid Mad City, like an adult version of that. What has the last 13 years of fame and life been like for you, but the human side of that? We don't want your therapy sessions. We want an album that's gonna topple whatever Drake's gonna put out, because Iceman ain't coming. Let's be honest.
Oh my gosh.
Should we cap off with a bit of Hall of Fame induction and then call it a night? Yeah. Just to quickly run through for everyone. So the current Hall of Fame, 2021 we inducted DMX, Kano, Mac Miller, and Nas. 2022 was Primo, Dr. Dre, Inflo, and The Roots. 23 just 2 with De La Soul and Missy Elliott, and then last year was Common, Carr, rest in peace, LL Cool J, and Pete Rock. Does anyone have an inductee?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. I've got one as well. I think Kieran's gone.
Oh,
No, he's oh wow! I was like the Undertaker. Shit.
Back from the dead.
You know what?
Bong.
My memory's not working, but I wrote it on that sheet.
Yeah, we see it here.
Someone say it for me.
I'll say it for you.
I
Yeah,
can't
so-
recall.
No, all good. So Kieran's inductee is No ID. I think that's pretty fitting after this year.
Come on, his
great
production
album.
was amazing.
Yeah, and just iconic work across the board from the early '90s to now, from Common to Ye to Jay-Z to artists like Saba. He's done incredible work. So yeah, good inductee. Who wants to go next?
I mean, if I go next, I'm about to do the same thing I did with Tony Yayo and make everyone start laughing. So I don't know if I should go next. I think I should go last.
Okay.
I'll go. Let's put Mobb Deep in there.
Nice.
They're,
Oh yeah, nice.
Also fitting. Rest in peace to P. Okay. Neil, have you got any
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Clips.
clips? Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good shout. No, that's a good shout.
That's a good one.
Because we don't know what we're going to get from them next, and this year makes sense. That's fantastic. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Nice one. My one is Outkast. After their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
you
do know
watched
what?
it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
good, because
well,
no one else watched it.
I saw bits and bobs. Yeah, I saw. I kept quiet. I kept quiet about that one. You know.
It's a bit embarrassing for some people what happened there.
Yeah, well, great. But look, you all know. I'm sure the listeners know by now. I'm after Kendrick, it's Outkast for me. I love them both. So, yeah, it's about time.
Okay. All right, you ready for mine?
Yo.
Mine's 50 Cent for his contributions to the scene, to the culture.
Okay,
Listen,
cool.
50
No,
Cent.
I already know where you're going.
50
with this,
Cent almost
man.
had my individual moment of the year. Sorry to
But this is why I said he had so many moments this year. I said he's got to go in the Hall of Fame for his contributions to the hip hop scene.
listen. My moment of the year almost was him, right? When I don't know if anyone's seen it. You know, he's done this documentary on.
Yep.
That's
Diddy,
what's
yeah?
getting him in the Hall of Fame right now.
So there's an interview on some news channel out in America. You know, ones where they sit down, there's all the light. and all that.
And it's like, would you disclose your
presenter's
sources?
chatting, and it goes to 50, and he's got the biggest smile on his face, like a Cheshire cat. I'm like, he is trolling. He is just made this documentary to troll Diddy. They've like illegally obtained video footage, all this sort of stuff. But I will not get that smile out of my face. When I saw that smile, I was like, this guy is a troll.
Big facts is, I'm saying big facts is that 50 has made some contributions to the scene over the last 20 years that no one else could ever do. We can talk about all his projects and all that kind of stuff, but what I would like to focus on for why he's going in this year is he has reached the peak levels of trolling in that he made a Netflix documentary about his biggest rival. Someone he's always hated Diddy, and now he's finally got his last laugh. Oh, I don't even think it's the last laugh. I think he's going to be laughing for the rest of the time. But
if I'm correct, Diddy tried to sign him
back when he was up and coming, and 50 didn't like the deal, the terms, so that they didn't go through with it. But yeah, I think there's always been like tension and kind of stuff there, and I think that's why 50 plays liking this even more, because I can imagine he just like, because like he always used to cuss Puff and be like, Puff ain't had a hit for ages. Like if you go to interviews, he'll say Puff ain't had a hit since Bad Boy and like Mason. He'll cuss him off for like all the old interviews and the whole shopping thing as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up on the Breakfast Club when he said he tried asked to take him shopping or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you see why 50 belongs in the Hall of Fame? He's been consistently just unhinged to a new level.
I agree for that, but also his music contribution as well. It's like,
yeah, that's why I said contributions to the culture. 50 Cent is a total kind of, he's done everything, and I don't think he's actually done anything bad or wrong. You know what I mean? He's just been consistently a real guy. He put on the whole of G Unit. You know, even that's partly why I wanted to put 50 in as well. Tony Yayo has no bad words to say about 50 Cent. I learned a lot more about 50 from hearing from Tony Yayo about why he is who he is now. So. Yeah, I want to put 50 Cent in the Hall of Fame, 100%. I
just remember when he went on the stage when, was it like Jay-Z and T.I. and all that were performing Swagger Like Us, and he just
laughing.
And he just ends up on the stage with them all,
My favourite was when he bought the whole first few rows of Ja Rule's concert so it was empty. We need to do an episode about this, about 50 Cent's most petty moments,
bro,
honestly.
Or when he was performing at one of the award shows and he went up to all like his rivals laughing like on the mic. Like he was performing, I think, one of his diss songs, and he was just going up to all of them laughing while he performed. I don't know what song it was. But yeah, it was.
I guess when you go through what he went through, you got no fear, right?
50 Cent is living in a dream. You know what I mean? Like, you want to talk about like the American dream? 50 Cent went from being shot up, nearly dead, to what he is now, which is one of the biggest faces in the world. Everyone knows a 50 Cent song. Everybody.
Yeah. Household name. Household name.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, it's a wrap. 2025's over.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Merry Christmas. This comes out on Christmas Day, and if you're not listening to it on Christmas Day, good for you, but also like, what the fuck? So let's put that out there. Shout out to the YouTubers too. We see you out there. I think one guy was called Rob, so shout out to you, Rob. You dropped some good comments and stuff like that, but we're coming on the YouTube, man. That's the way we're going to grow this thing. We're going to get on YouTube and take over all you fucks. Grey area to the world. Oh, no.